Step one, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step two, get some good, some food in you. Step three, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step four, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yeah. Set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 So life ain't easy, yo, I think there's a reason though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. You always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison, they ride. Head full of flies, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken, I got patience. One day.
Yo, we alive. We alive.
Whatever. No, whatever. You left it up to me for a solid 2 minutes. I threw that on there while I waited for you, sir. Okay. I had a whole setup plan just in case. All right. I want to hear it. Okay. All right. I don't want to hear shit. Okay.
My bad, bro. Y'all, this is all my fault. I should have sent Ego the link before I fucking left the house.
Yes, you should have.
Hold up. I am trying to find. I don't know, man. What's up, people? How y'all doing? We're up in here. It's another episode. We're making it happen. Y'all, I told y'all these Saturdays, they're going to be rough for me. But we're going to adjust. We're going to adjust. So right now, we're about to get out of here, okay? So I can play this goddamn intro like we usually do. I'm gonna knock these stickers off.
And there seems to be no sign of intelligent life anywhere.
All right, y'all, like my Disney clips. Anyway. Hey man, I don't want to come with too many excuses. I have a dog training client at 10 o'clock, and that shit seems to go over because I just get so focused on, what's happening. And so it did go over, but like I said, I should have sent you that link. So I'll make sure we do that
next time
while I have that happening. But glad y'all up in here. Glad y'all are adjusting to this transitional period and these fuck ups that's happening. But we're gonna get back right. We're gonna get back tight. Okay.
Word.
With John said February is over, so I can't. Ain't no more bullshit. All right, ain't no more excuses, y'all. We're gonna get back to it. Okay. We're gonna get to perform in the tap dance like these white folks want us to. That's, uh, we got a topic on that coming later. But oh yeah, so I am. What up, people? We are live for episode number 46 of the Heroes No Capes podcast, stream, show, whatever it's called. And I am the Abomination, okay, known as AJ.
Yeah. 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 I was holding on to that one. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. We are like, we ain't.
Oh, you didn't want that last week, though. He was like, nah, man, turn that off. Turn that off. Okay. Yeah, it works.
Bro, just throw it on me, bro. Just throw it on me. Just say, shut the fuck up. I don't have that clip from Step Brothers, but just do one of those. And I am joined by my man's, my homie, my co-host, Mr. Left Eye Ego. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great, man. I know I didn't get a lot of sleep last night.
Yeah.
True, the female perspective was a great 3 hours, and so she didn't really come down from that talking high until almost 12:30 or 1. So I'm awake. I'm caffeinated with a monster, and I'm ready to go, man. Let's do it.
Snap, man. I'm glad she is enjoying the streaming life. I was enjoying the stream, man.
Nice.
You know, I don't know about you. I can't speak for you, but you know, sometimes we just like, God damn, women talking. Damn, shut up. But no, they had great conversations, some great personalities. And they funny, man. They funny. You and Shiro are hilarious when y'all are talking. So to see her carry their energy over, get more comfortable with Mrs. Cannoli, right. Vex, dope shit. We got to get her on the stream.
Definitely.
Who else? Oh yeah, and Filipino Meatball. So yeah, man, it was a good show last night. But yeah, we still doing the same old thing. I'm training dogs, and this man fixing people hearing. Or setting them up with some some assets that can help out with that.
Word.
Today's show, did you have the links pulled up?
Yep, I got my first two. Yep, you are set.
Okay. You got your first two. Okay. And you want me to look for the Disney shit?
Yeah, that work. Yeah, do Disney.
Okay. So Ego. Take it over, man. Actually, I'm about to get off camera. Y'all, I didn't get any sleep. It's been a long week. I'm about to go pop my C4 energy drink. So Take it over, sir. You got it.
Okay. All right, guys. So, as you guys know, I am a huge Yellowstone fan. Taylor Sheridan is, to me, like one of the most underrated film writers and directors that I've ever seen or heard of. And so this guy is so prolific at this point. He's got one of his main shows with 3 spinoffs, like concurrently, all currently running. He's got Yellowstone, then the spinoffs of 1883, 1923. I think the 4/6 is coming out this year. If you've ever watched Yellowstone, it's basically following the 4/6 ranch in Texas, following the character of Jimmy from Yellowstone. And I also wound up hearing that he's doing an additional spinoff from 1883 called Bass Reeves. So check this out while I pull this up. So make sure you guys can see it as well. So this is what we're looking at, all right? It's from a Deadline. It dropped a few days ago. It says Grantham Coleman joins Taylor Sheridan's Bass Reeves for series for Paramount Plus, all right? So exclusive. Grantham Coleman, Power Book 3, Raising Canaan, is the newest addition to the Paramount Plus limited series Bass Reeves, executive produced by and starring David Oyelowo. He joins an ensemble that also counts Lauren E. Banks, Forrest Goodluck, and Barry Pepper as series regulars, and Dennis Quaid as recurring as previously announced. The show from Yellowstone's Taylor Sheridan, which is currently in production in Texas, tells the story of Bass Reeves, played by Oyelowo, a legendary lawman of the Wild West, known as the greatest frontier hero in American history. Reeves worked in the post-Reconstruction era as a federal peace officer in the Indian Territory, capturing over 3,000 of the most dangerous criminals without ever being wounded. So if we have anything else, Coleman, the person they're talking about in the article here, will play Edwin Jones, an extremely persuasive man who has a clear vision and a promise for the future to those who will listen. It's produced by MTV Entertainment Studios, 101 Studios, Sheridan's Bosk Ranch Production, and Oyolowo's Yoruba Saxon. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and take that out because it's something that I think is going to be very good. Taylor Sheridan does a great job with trying to stay true to the actual landscape that he's filming, as well as the characters that are being portrayed, whether it be cowboys or city life versus farm life. Yes, and as Gordon grew up, you can say concurrently. We got it. Yes, thank you, sir. Little early morning stutters. But I guess not even the interesting thing. I hate when people say, I find it interesting. But I do like the fact that this is actually going to be a show. I remember when everyone got upset with Will Smith for taking on the Wild Wild West role because he was initially offered the role of the Matrix. And so, from my understanding, Will Smith said, Hey, I'm actually going to take on the Wild Wild West role because their version of Jim West, they actually want to be Bass Reeves. And so there's a scene where Will Smith actually dresses up as a woman to try to woo Loveless to be captured. And that was actually something Bass Reeves did in real life, dressed up as a woman to bring a criminal to justice that was a fugitive. And so it's also capitalizing on the missed opportunity that Netflix had when they were trying to do The Harder They Fall. I remember that because Bass Reeves is in the movie, but he's not a focal point of the movie. We're talking about a man that, as the report said, captured over 3,000 people without ever being wounded. That doesn't deserve to be something that's pushed to a side for a movie where they took a bunch of real black outlaws and cowboys, threw them together, and threw out a fictional story. No, the actual fact that this man was able to capture all these people without ever being wounded shows ingenuity, tenacity, cleverness, and willing to work with others depending on where he was in the Reconstruction era in those states. And so I really like the fact that that's something that they're actually going to make its own property. The only problem that I have with this, and I will talk to Abomination AJ about this, is the fact that Oyolowo is the actual person that's playing Bass Reeves, and so I wanted to know if I could ask Taylor Sheridan, hey, I understand best person for the job, but Taylor Sheridan is from North Carolina, so he's from America, he's from the South, and so to actually put out a movie about an actual Black American that was this prolific to the point where someone heard his story on the radio station, assumed that he was white, and turned him into the Lone Ranger because they didn't think a black man could actually do that. You know the implications of actually saying, hey, this is about a black man that was in the Reconstruction area running around capturing fugitives that had to have authority, presence of mind, and confidence. And you went to casting and you cast the British black guy. What? You went all the way over to get the British black guy that had played Martin Luther King Jr. in Selma. And so I understand when people will say things like, well, hey, I want the person to actually be the thing that I saw in them. They say, hey, I want, the gay actor to play the gay character, the lesbian actor to be the lesbian. Understandable, whatever. However, I'm saying that for something that this prolific, I wanted to know why you didn't get an actual American black actor. This isn't the only time that I've seen white directors or white producers specifically choose the actual British black actors to play our heroes and our villains. And that's where I say, well, hey, I'd want to know more about this because for someone that's going to be this prolific, why go British if you're American and you know what the story does mean? And I actually am upset, that to an extent, there actually aren't American black actors that have production companies that didn't think about this and didn't try to make this happen. So that's enough talking about from me, Abomination. What do you think?
Man, I still haven't finished Yellowstone. And also, we forgot to address the chat. That's probably why people left. They're mad at us. So we'll do that, people. But I have not finished Yellowstone. But from what you say, and as we were kind of talking about this topic, I think we are kind of optimistic. Well, I know at least you are, because this man has kind of proven himself with a series based on the Wild West or the Wild Frontier or whatever. But yeah, I I understand your issue with the British dude, but we was just talking about the whole Idris Elba thing. And look, I feel let these British people play these American characters, but I do feel that there is it seems like they are like the first ones picked for these roles for some reason, as opposed to finding somebody. Shoot, I didn't seen so many black dudes here in Texas like living that cowboy life. Um, I'm sure one of them can act or something, or play this role.
Agreed.
Or somebody that's not Jonathan Majors to play this shit. But
go ahead.
Yeah, man, I really don't have too much to say besides I would like to kind of like the Miles Morales thing. How Young Ripper says people like the idea of Miles Morales. I like the idea of a badass black cowboy, black sheriff, snatching dudes up. Hey, even if he got to put on a dress to make this shit happen for the mission, not to make
real,
some people
it
laugh.
Really happened though. It really happened though.
Yeah, not a Tyler Perry doing it just to make some people laugh and entertain some people, but to just get one over on the outlaw or the wanted man or whatever. Like that would be some cool shit to see. And like you were saying with Will Smith and the Wild Wild West, that would be dope if there was a series to see that continue, kind of like with Red Dead Redemption. Like I'm craving this genre, and I would like to see, it'll definitely be dope if it was a black dude starring or making these moves, because we see a lot of the white guys in these roles. Nothing against them, they doing their thing, but I guess living in America, I see, and then like the hat and me telling y'all about that. Like even when I was in Tennessee, not around this shit, I love this lifestyle. I want to see them do it, us do it. And Harder to Fall, I mean, it was cool, but I haven't even watched it, like went back and watched it. So I'm like, it really don't, I guess, stand the test of time to me or have any longevity. Okay, so we on the same page with that. I would love for this to work out, but I definitely understand your point of why go get one of them to play one of us who actually lived through, or that is our ancestry. To do that. But I will say, and you said it already, why aren't any black producers taking on this this project, this story, and interpreting it or adapting it for us modern day? I don't like to complain too much about white folks telling our stories, because if a black person ain't got their ass up and did it, then we can't sit there and really bitch about somebody else trying to show that story, especially if it impacts them. It's not just about skin tone or skin color. It's he just saw a badass cowboy or a badass sheriff, and he wanted to tell that story. So I'm not mad at him for telling that story. But yeah, we should have hopped on it to tell it our way. And that's all I got on that, man.
That's fair. I understand, man. That's fine. So if you want to go and address the chat while we are at it.
Okay. And y'all, I'm on the go. I was drinking my protein shake. I got to hit the C4. Got to drink the protein before the not necessarily. I'm all over the place, but
he is, guys.
Hell the Lord, the best mod in the game, doing the damn thing. What up, bro? John already highlighted you. Yeah, man. February over, bro. All the excuses, all the laziness coming out of me. Or me being so used to that for the past month. Now I got to get back on it. Angry Canadian said, bruh, it's 2 a.m. for me. I'm ready for some discussing. I think this is the segment. This is when I was late. Yeah, then ego came through. Zax, what up, man? Yo. Hey, kids. What up, Snow Dub? What up, Frosty? Retroactive intro, those stickers blew away. That man love when I say that. Finna knock these stickers off. Finna is a word. All right. Finna is a word. And John Kent gave up. Yeah, told this man, get him while supplies last. Straight Jonathan Kent. Because once he started hitting what, 13, 14? Oh, yeah, he all
Yeah.
about that boy bud then. So go get that goddamn toy. Ego. Oh, I got to get it for you, bro. I got to get it.
Bro,
Toy
yeah.
store.
If you find it, let me know, man. That shit's expensive.
Bro, we can run back up to the comic book shop we was in to see if they still got them.
I hope so, man.
All right, man. Let's make a trip. Toy Story for the win. Yeah, man. I like my clip. And there seems to be no signs of intelligent life anywhere. Buzz Lightyear. Was that in Lightyear? If y'all saw Lightyear, was that an Easter egg? Was that a nod to the original movies? Did we get
Think
some of
so.
that energy going in, or was it just white man transporting illegals? Good morning, fellas. How you doing, Miss Cannoli Sasquatch? We were just talking about the wonderful show that you guys had. You gals had. Hello, everyone. What up, Cannoli? What up,
Good day, sir.
Cannoli? What's this? Tap dancing? Yep. What up, House?
Yo, House.
Thank you for supporting. No problem, no problem. Yeah, I was surprised I actually listened to the entire thing, and I wanted y'all to go more. So when Vix came at the end, it was like, hold on. I got this clip y'all ain't addressed yet. Let's go over. I was like, yeah, tell him, Vix. I need more of this. Yeah, you can say concurrently, more Brits acting like Americans. I said the last time British actors are just better. Damn, Mike. Them might be fighting words. I'm not gonna say they better. I think you know what? Okay. I think this goes to when I say I think black people do have and I'm not trying to use it as a crutch, but we do have a late start to be our best selves. So I think a lot of us were focused on other things as opposed to actually pursuing what we wanted or what we were passionate about. I've been around a lot of people who didn't even know how to, like, I didn't know shit about art growing up. Like I said, people was telling me do tattoos and graphic design, but they didn't know what the fuck graphic design meant. They just knew that was a job. But nobody was telling me like Illustrator, go into your cartoons. Let's get you on these comic books. Concept artists, like all these other jobs dealing with it. So I do think a lot of my people just are not aware of these things or have those resources available or don't have adults in their life who can get them on that track to do these things. But bro, black people are great at fucking entertainment. So I know there's a lot of us out there that can play a goddamn sheriff or a cowboy.
I think for me it's two things. It's one thing, it's like, when you are young and black, and particularly man, it's like you're good at school and you don't know what you want to be, they're like, oh, you should be a doctor. Okay, so I mean, I knew since I was 4 that I was going to be a doctor. Not something that I really necessarily chose. It's just something that my parents were like, well, hey, you're going to be a doctor. Okay, I'm going to be a doctor. The only problem is no one actually asked me what kind. You're like, oh, well, like, I want to be like an ophthalmologist or an otolaryngologist so I can work with either eyes or ears. It's like, well, that's a lot of school. I just like, that's like 12 years. However, like, you can be there's an optometrist, there's podiatry, there's audiology. No one tells you about the broader ranges to get you to be a doctor. And so it's like, well, hey, do you want to be a specific kind of doctor, or are you okay with just being doctor at the end of it? For me. And so it's like, you think that there's a funnel of things. If you can't fit in the funnel, you're getting thrown out. It's like, well, no. Like the funnel that we might have times is too narrow, and we can widen it out. You can, hey, how many people that were going to be in one kind of field, but because of being told it only goes one way, like with your art, like what if someone only told you could only do tattoos? It turns out you're not the best with tattoos. Like, where would that put you? You'd be working at a grocery store or something like that because someone said I'm only good at art in the context of inking on people. And I don't like that. So now I'm ass out. Oh, wow, there's an Illustrator thing. Wait, I can write, I can draw these things. I can color these. Wow, this is great. I found my own creative lane. But like you said, when did you figure that out? How old were you when you found that out?
Man, it was, and it's crazy, but it was my white teacher in fucking high school, my art teacher. Yeah. And she was like, just showing this whole new fucking world of art and these things that I can go into. And cause yeah, man, my folks, I remember my mama said like, you should, like, she actually told me, don't pursue art. That's not a real job. A lot of people don't see it as a real career. and she was like, be a doctor or a lawyer. And I
Yeah.
think those are just like what people know or perceive
Safe.
as professions. Yeah, they safe, they make money. And I'm like, okay, I do well in school, but I fucking hate school. Like I'm a fucking expressive like person. I want to create and do things. So yeah, man, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Like, and I don't want to stay there too long, but
I got you.
it is
I
what it
understand.
is, man. I think a lot of us can do it. But just like I was bitching about, which y'all, we're gonna go into some Disney Marvel stuff. The lady from Proud Family bitching about white people and making white people villains, but she working at Disney for white people instead of going off and creating your own goddamn animation studio or writing for some other black person making their own animation studio. So just shit like that. Shit like that. So but kind of like how Kevin Grievous inspired me to actually pursue my supernatural shit and just go out there and make what you want. Your hero doesn't have to be some dude in tights with a cape or no cape or whatever. It can be all of these other things. I want to inspire all kids who don't really have those that mind of where to go with their art, but especially the black kids who are being told that's white folk shit or that's not for you. So
Fair.
that's what I hope I do with my art, man, is impact other artists and creators. Hopefully civilization don't fall before before that time comes.
All right. Yeah.
Once again, I'm not Black Peel. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna survive. I'm gonna be like Bass Reeves out there getting shit done. So I'm gonna have a pack of
I got
dogs around me, goddamn bows and arrows. A man can dream. All right, I watched much of Yellowstone, but 1883 is fantastic. Haven't watched much of Yellowstone. Okay, Dempsey up in here. So Gunslinger Spawn then.
Pretty much.
Except I'm not dying.
Oh God, this guy.
People also like the idea of British actors. Yeah, they do.
Yeah, I mean,
People,
it's yeah.
people do, but I do think it's because I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there.
I know, but yeah. I know. I feel what you mean though. I do. I do. Yeah.
Yeah, but the video I did a while ago for that Mufasa prequel, right? That's coming out, and they got the British dude playing Mufasa and the American dude playing Scar, but their original voices it should be switched. So I'm just saying, like, yeah, they can work, but put them where they should be. Don't have
It's
them.
okay to typecast. It's okay to typecast.
Yeah, don't.
It's okay to typecast in that scenario.
How much extra are they paying to ship this British black dude over here, as opposed to
Exactly.
just plopping one up out the city?
Exactly. Exactly.
You pulled this up, Bobby Wold. Bobby Wold. Should there be Bobby World? I put you on blast just then, man. But
it's Bobby Wold, man. He's pretty damn funny. He had me and Roman the Empire cracking up on the live stream we did on Tuesday.
Okay,
that motherfucker's hilarious, bro.
I love the Magnificent Seven.
It was really good. That sticks in your mind, right?
I love that fucking movie, bro.
See what I mean?
Reeves was legit. Yeah, bro. I'm craving that genre. Like Red Dead Redemption is my shit. I don't want it to come out current day because it's gonna be terrible. I've already said Red Dead Redemption was kind of woke. If you pay attention, that shit's pretty woke. Hell, I was just watching. Who was it? Was I watching Cannoli Sasquatch and he was doing the mission where he had to pull the suffrage women around and they was like, we want to vote, all that type of shit. Like that shit's pretty woke, bro. All right, y'all. I'm still going through the chat. I'm addressing everybody here, y'all. I appreciate y'all being here. Like I said, we're going through an adjustment period. We got to handle some shit, but it will get done. How was everyone today? Everyone having that Saturday morning hype? Yeah, we in here, man. We late, but we not gay. But I did see Flaccid Phoenix, so that might change. Isaiah Washington make a Bass Reeves indie, but he's radioactive in Hollywood because of politics. Okay. Are you saying made a Bass Reeves indie? Don't drink the rush hour C4. Nah, bro, that shit's amazing. It keeps you up. Like Alvin and the Chipmunks, which y'all try to shit on me for liking that movie, but when them Chipmunks drunk that coffee for the first time, had that caffeine, it was, yeah, that's my ass on that C4. There you go. What up, Flaccid? Hell, chat, Ego, and AJ. What up, bro? What up, bro? Dropping a like, lurking. I understand, Mr. Tickle Trump. I understand. Hey man, we was late too. Don't tell nobody. British actors still get classical training,
and that could be it. That might be. I mean, the thing is like the only time I've heard about classical training for actors is if like I listened to the Jennifer Simpson story, and she was saying that Jessica Simpson, I'm sorry, that these kids are picked up at 3, 4, or 5, and they're put through all that rigorous classes. By the time they're 18 or 19, they're fully polished. And so the thing is, like we said, if you get a late start and you don't have that kind of classical training, and someone from Britain does, I see that. That's fair. I mean, if you're telling me that's the thing, if you need to know early and you're put through the absolute ringer and you're sponsored, hey, I get it. You want someone that's classically trained that can walk in, hit their marks, be professional, just like we saw in the comments. I understand.
Hey, and I'm kind of bouncing all over the place, but it's all connected. But the girl, I forgot her name, but she was in Jordan Peele's movie. I Know Us. She was the little girl. I think she was in other stuff. She started out in the Lion King Broadway musical. I don't know if she started out, but that's how she got the Lion King, the role in the Lion King, because she was great playing Nala in that. And it's unfortunate because she was very talented. And although the writing, directing, all of that shit sucked for the movie, I could tell that she could actually play a phenomenal Nala if she was actually given stuff to work with. Yeah. And I've said even Seth Rogen and Billy Eichner, although their characters were terrible, they were the only characters or the only actors who were actually in a room together. So surrounded by all this other shit in the movie, they was able to bounce off of one another, and it seemed genuine in their portrayal of Timon and Pumbaa. It was trash, but it was better than everybody else because they actually got to be in the room and banter with their co-actors. And I agree with you, Mike. It's not just black actors that get British actors. We have a British Spider-Man. Jax from Sons of Anarchy, also British.
He's that dude. Yeah, that's fair. Hey, y'all are right. Y'all are right. I'll concede. Y'all are right on that. It's classical meaning British. That's no. I'm not being a dick about her ass. I was like, I guess. It's more just like, I hate fucking being in my feelings about certain things. It's just like you are kind of in your feelings about this. Yeah. Even if you could find a black polished actor, I would say I would still make that more of my mission than just going overseas and outsourcing the role. That's all. But y'all are right. It's if you have classical training, you've got range, and you're probably coming in at a reasonable price to be under Taylor Sheridan or willing to take a pay cut because it's Taylor Sheridan. I understand. I'm just mad there is a black dude on Yellowstone. They couldn't get that guy to play Bass Reeves. That's all.
All right. Why not a proctologist?
Look at this. I got this fingers too. I don't have a long phalanges. It's not long enough.
This man said phalanges.
Phalanges.
The weird energy was coming to me. I told you. I warned you. The Brits have a real system in place to produce actors regardless of color.
Fair.
Yeah, man. America just fucking. I was about to say we suck.
I think we're enamored with the exotic to us.
But okay, you look at like comics and that entertainment. Bro, that says Shiro. Come on, man. Get it together. Damn it.
Don't let your wife use your computer, guys. This is what happens.
Fix this shit, man. I was the one who had the issues, man. Not you.
Damn, there we go.
But damn, I forgot what I was saying, bro. You threw me off with that one. Like the comics and stuff, like how manga kicking our ass right now with the comic books. It just seems like everybody else is doing entertainment better than us. Fucking RRR. It's the only one I've seen. I haven't watched the other ones, and don't kick my ass for not seeing them yet. But I'm tired of having to look at everybody else for good shit. And I'm like, that's just where we at right now. British, they even got better blacks than us.
Damn.
All right, what up, Roman of the Empire? Good morning, fellas. I'm gonna breeze through the comments so we can get back to it. British actors are all fine and dandy, but when you watch a Rambo movie or Commando, you aren't thinking this would be better if he said the word crumpet or Bob was my uncle.
Yeah, crumpet.
Yeah, I got you. A lot of British actors, black or white, that we know say mama threw them into acting classes. Yeah. Ego, we got to do it for our peoples, man. We got to lift us up, because right now we got people like
my impressions, y'all. All right, that's the best I got right now.
Okay, we got people like Dwayne Wade pushing LGBT shit and trans kids and all that type of shit. So, we got to fight for our kids being comfortable being themselves and pursuing, I guess, being, comfortable with their situation and owning it, making the best of it.
Yeah. And that's kind of what, brings us to one of the things we were also talking about is, not letting people use your skin color to push whatever shit they got going on that they need to work out by themselves. All right, you wrapping up on this one? I can jump on the next one or what?
All right, this man's rushing me. All right, as you get to it, I'm breeze through the comments. You pulled it up yet? It's not even down there, so
it's up. I ain't pulled it up yet. I have respect for you, good sir.
No, I don't see it down here on the bottom, so it's not added to the stream.
It's already in the tab, though. That's what I'm saying. Like,
okay.
Pull it up and rush you.
Go ahead, man. Make it happen. Okay. Now, I come in and AJ said this ain't for white folks. Now I'm conflicted. Y'all know I'm a wild boy, man. I'll say some shit. I love y'all being here, though. Americans tend to try to turn models into actors. I got you. Sorry, choppy signal in the mountains at the Vieja. This man keep bragging. Roman, I don't want to see anything else from you, man. Casino and resort. Just wanted to stop by and say, ahoy. Have a great day. This man said, I'm living a good life.
All we know is you better bet on black, okay? You better bet on black.
Okay. I'm not a gambling man. I damn sure wouldn't bet on black.
It's late. It's lazy.
Nah, he didn't say it wasn't for the undid though, so you're fine. They just flipped the Lion King casting so the boss would see them doing something. Yep. Or hiring an American actor that can donate British accent, and not like Braveheart, by the way, because that was a terrible Scottish accent. Zax, you gargantuan god of glutes, big shoulders, shoulders to rub Phoenix down, not me. I'm only gay on their show. She wrote on the show, exactly. Leave me, just take my ballot, make the poll. Ego on his woman's channel, y'all. Get on his ass. Shit on him.
That's fair, guys.
My favorite member of Magnificent Seven is Red Harvest. We was talking about Magnificent Seven, Groomerwood. Classical means British, so they're gonna come for that too. In other parts of the world, people progress their acting careers by, I don't know, being good at acting. Alvin and Chipmunks is an awesome movie. My family enjoys all three movies. By the way, LOL. Hell, we don't always agree, but when we do, that shit's magical, bro. I love the Chipmunks. I hate that they made them so tiny, bro. They should have been like these big ass.
Ain't no way, sir.
Big ass. That'd be
a horror movie. Jesus Christ.
Pour a glass of vodka. Yeah, this man bougie as shit.
No, yeah, it's orange juice and Gatorade mixed together. There'll be tequila added at a later point.
I feel you on your
point.
Not
before it's noon.
Okay, I want American actors in these roles as well. Mike, we got to get you on the stream, man. You ready for that? You down for that? Let's make that happen.
Please let us
in Hollywood, you don't get jobs. And everybody else, too, because I'll reach out to some people, and it's like, I want people who are willing to come on the show. I don't want to have
and comfortable.
I don't want to be like, hey, come on our show and talk about our topics. Like, I would like if people say, I like what you guys are doing, not to stroke our egos or anything, but just to make sure that they're comfortable. They, get to say what they want to say tonight. They like the flow of the show, all of that. So I would, guys, like John. Hey man, you gonna have to say fuck that job one day, man, and just come on in. Dempsey, get your ass in here, man. In Hollywood, you don't get jobs based off of acting clout. You get jobs by immutable characteristics. The difference in motivation for casting shows is ugly head when you compare U.S. work to Asian. Ego, I got a few more comments. I got to respect the people.
That is fine. Go ahead,
respect the people,
I'm going to get some tequila to pour out. It's almost
all right, peace, anyway. Bro. We was late, man. I can at least give y'all this, okay? I'm talking to y'all. Like I said, I'm going to hate if we ever get so big to where I can't talk to people and you got to send super chats and all that, because it's fun having a conversation. I don't know, Dempsey. Nick Cage has floated along for decades on pure clout. Nick Cage is amazing. She rose, no capes. No. She rose, no capes. Thought you meant plural. Like, I'm a man. I'm a real boy. As far as respecting the craft of acting, Americans are still recovering from vaudeville. Gordon, I'm not the smartest person. I don't get all these references, but haha, maybe that was funny. I noticed that earlier, and I just thought Ego was going through an identity crisis. Oh shit! Him and his wife fused to become one non-binary creature thing, whatever. And the political soapboxing isn't endearing anyone to actors overall. So where do I get my Ego hat, yo? I see you wearing one. I need that hat, broseph. Yo, we gotta come with the merch. In the earlier years of Hollywood, acting chops were required. We still have remnants of that age, like Nick Cage. We were just talking about Nick Cage.
Agreed.
I want to be like Ego when I grow up. I want to be like Ego. Why isn't the chat all yo'd up? Yo, chat, bro, we wait on you. You come drop them yo's. I see them yo's. Agent wanted midgets as the chipmunks. Nah, I like. No, that CGI was amazing. I love that shit. Agent Ego has one of the best shows off tops. Thank you, man. Thank you
so much, good sir.
Thank you. The best mod on the best goddamn show. Hell, look, bro, I'm in my feelings, man. I'm a little jealous because I see you in everybody's goddamn chat mod. So I don't feel special anymore.
The mods mod, man. That's the mods mod right there.
Yeah, man, I don't feel special, bro. We'll have to talk about that. Afternoon, boys. What up, Mephisto? How you doing, sir? Left eye Shigo. John, are you doing the leaves and the memers, bro? Because he just been coming with it. He been cutting our face. He even threw the stash on me. I better not ever get that Mexican mustache.
Bro, it looks just like, I was like, damn, I can see you growing the mustaches too.
No, I'm not doing that.
Come down and turn back up like your dick dastardly. You be all right.
Put them ends up.
Exactly. It works though.
All right, Chipmunks versus Predator. All right, bro, you can go on and you can pull it up. All
right, so what I got here is, guys, this is another one.
Did you
in here? Go ahead, huh?
Did you hear Christopher Miller? He said he wants the hat, bro.
I'm merched up, yo. All right, cool. I'm gonna have to tell you about that.
I'm angry Canadian. He said, all right, man. He only gave us a chat. Angry. I'm sorry we're late, but we're glad you're here. Catch it on the replay, bro.
We're also gonna have to have you on. We're also gonna have to have you on at some time too, man, because you love your music from video games. We got to figure out some actually inspiring songs to put on here too. So yeah, we got to get you on there, man.
All right, man.
Okay. All right. So here's what we got.
With the goddamn Get Out cup spoon going,
bro. It's all good, bro. All right. So here's what we got. This was from Collider.
That's a white man in his body. I'm just playing, bro. Ignore me.
I'm good, bro. Stupid. This is what happens when we late, y'all. All right, so in his first starring role, Jonathan Majors gave us something we rarely see on screen. Majors in this film is a shining refusal of toxic masculinity. This is by Jacob Slankard and was published about a week ago. All right, so Jonathan Majors' stardom has fully exploded, with him having 3 major roles this year alone. Not to mention being Marvel's new big bad for the next few years. You know, guys, I am so sorry. I've read this before, and I'm going to read this to you guys in the voice of what I think Jacob Slankard sounds like, all right? Because I've seen what I've seen is true. This is definitely the voice that has to come with it, okay?
Yo, this man loves his voice. He loves his impressions. I don't want to shit on his dream, okay?
That's fine. Thank you. Let me be on that Lloyd, living out your dream. I want to be on that Lloyd, okay?
Get them voices together, bro. We gotta.
Sorry. Here we go. Jonathan Majors' stardom has fully exploded, with him having 3 major roles this year alone, not to mention being Marvel's new big bad for the next few years. The man is a dynamic package of raw masculine energy mixed with a staggering level of emotional intimacy and accessibility. Now that we're here in the midst of this explosion, it's time to say that the film that truly put him on the map as an actor to pay attention to was The Last Black Man of San Francisco. His performance in this film serves not only as an excellent primer on how he can convey himself as an actor in the upcoming years, but it's also a wonderful assertion of the virtues of masculinity and the power of a male friendship can hold. We're gonna skip about The Last Black Man of San Francisco because there's more than one.
Bro, if I was your boss, I would be like, Bro, what the fuck are you saying? Get that shit out of my office, man.
Exactly. That's how I'm reading this. Like, this could be the only reason this shit got put through, because the motherfucker wrote it. It didn't say shit about how he was writing this shit. All right. I'm just gonna give you the main thing that was on here that I saw, which was this toxic versus health, soft masculinity. All right. Here we go. All right. And this is actually in the movie that he's talking about and referencing, and why he thinks Jonathan Majors is so special. All right. Here we go. Toxic versus health, soft masculinity. One of the most prominent themes throughout is the examination of toxic masculinity versus healthy, soft masculinity. All right. If you didn't know, I have soft masculinity. Jimmy and Mont are two grown men who display a healthy, close connection to each other and have no hang-ups about how they interact with one another or their loved ones. Meanwhile, they are constantly encountering instances where masculine behavior is demonstrated in ways where aggression, anger, and or violence are used as ways of demonstrating solidarity between men. For instance, whenever Jimmy and Mont walk by the group of men outside Mont's home, the group are either casually mixing threats of violence with friendly banter, or constantly bombarding Jimmy and Mont with homophobic taunts, like how they're taking showers together just because they walk close to each other. Okay? And then here's Jonathan Majors and Danny Glover, and I think the guy that's supposed to play his best friend, hugging up. Oh my God, look at Jonathan Majors with those duck lips. Okay, so Ego, I'm done talking. So I'm gonna throw it back to you, cause I'm throwing it back to you. Okay, because it's about soft masculinity, and I don't want anything toxic from you. What say you, sir?
I thought you said to Ego.
Oh, you're talking about the Ego. Okay, so
I thought weirdo dude, LGBT, whatever dude was giving
okay.
it to you. That's what I thought, bro. I don't understand them lists, man.
It's okay. I'm just gonna throw it back to Ego, and then I'm having him take it away, and then AJ, we'll go back to you, okay? Because I like to end everything when I say with a question. I like to inflect what I'm saying. Okay, I'm gonna throw it back to you, Ego. All right. So the issue I have is the fact that this guy, that it might be some sort of Amero-European with a European name, grew up in America, or a guy that is just straight up American, is using this black male to push what's called soft masculinity.
It was was it healthy? It was opposite of toxic.
Well, the thing is the fact that it's not like we learned in school, basic school. We know what subjects, verbs, nouns are, right?
Mm-hmm.
The thing is that I'm seeing is that people putting a lot of adjectives in front of nouns. You see what I'm saying? To describe something, but you can't necessarily. Sometimes you can't describe or heighten or take down what is. What's solid masculinity is just, hey, these are the aspects of being a man. So the thing is, I can't turn that up or turn that down because it is what it is. So you can't see something as soft masculinity to turn around something that's toxic masculinity. Because to me, it's like, well, what do you frame as toxic masculinity? We would just call that bad. That's just bad behavior.
That's just a shitty person.
You know what I mean? That's a shitty person. Well, and guys will be the first to call that out. The thing is that some people, like, we actually joke with each other, like, man, like the Riley thing. Like, Riley said, oh, yeah, gay. That's the joke right there.
Nah, you know what Riley say.
Yeah, I know. I'm just going to skip over the middle part. That's all. I don't care. Whatever. We always do that because you can't. Everyone has the Icarus friend. Yeah, that's right. I'm going to skip right over it. I don't care. The month is over, okay?
Last month.
It's all right. Everyone has an Icarus friend. What I call an Icarus friend. The friend that can't fly too close to the sun because it's going to inflate his ego and he's going to come crashing down. So you got to take that guy down a peg, right? My name is literally Ego. And I know amongst my friend groups, I get ragged on all the time because it keeps me in check. It makes me not think that my own shit don't stink. And so we guys, we always do that with each other, especially we know when we got that one friend that flies too close to the sun. Or just to say, hey, you're in the group. And part of what we do as a group is we rag on each other. Everyone's going to have their day. And so part of what we do is we let you know, hey, now you're on one today. And so we're out here going to make fun of you. Like, it's your day to get made fun of. That happens. That actually is how we build camaraderie within the group. I think when they were doing studies on fraternities and sororities, it's not so much being a part of the fraternity or sorority. It's the fact that you shared the hardships to get in. the fraternity or sorority. That's what makes it worth it. So that when they're in these fraternities, they're in these sororities, or they're in the military branches, even if they hated the experience, they still don't necessarily let it go. Because like, hey, it still had a profound influence on me and, changed my life. So for me, I don't know how you can try to, taking that all back, try to turn up or down masculinity, because masculinity is what it is, just like femininity is. So now that I'm sending it to you, sir, what say you?
Well, that shit was disgusting because I've been saying, especially from the MCU, and then when Canola was on the stream, I was talking about how in Pixar's Soul, how Jamie Foxx played the black dude and somebody else played, I don't even know if it was a white girl. She's pretty much a white girl, but when you look at that cover, he's in the cat and the white girl is in his body. So Disney has been doing this shit. In the MCU, they doing the same shit. I'm not gonna say necessarily making the men more feminine, but definitely making them weaker or lesser. We're seeing it with Falcon, how it's crazy. I do believe this racist or whatever this mentality is still there, but when he was Falcon, he wasn't enough. Or he was, maybe he was too much as the Falcon. He had his own name and he was making moves for himself. But they had to clip them wings. You getting too high. All right, black man. Take this shield. Let this shield weigh you down. And you do everything in Cap's name.
Bro, I forgot to tell you, when I was on the stream with Roman, I don't know if you heard it, but he said that when they did the Captain Falcon action figure, the wings were not coming with it.
Right.
Like, he had no wings, and I was like, "Are you serious?" So he's just black Cap. Like, there's no Falcon to it. There's no flight. There's no ability to be lighter than air, literally to fly above it all. He's grounded. This motherfucker's either a penguin or a flamingo, because he's a big ass flightless bird now.
Yeah. So taking that away from him, which I've told y'all, that's the equivalent of his name was Kunta Kinte, okay, when he was Falcon, and they didn't clip them wings, they didn't whip them boy wings off, and now he's Toby, okay. So that's what it is to me. So we're seeing this all over the place. And shit, I called it on House of the Dragon. I'm seeing this shit everywhere, and it's white people who are doing it. Again, I blame black people for allowing this shit to happen. Again, I just brought up Dwayne Wade. And they got this man up there at the NAACP, whatever. I'm not gonna act like I pay attention, but yeah, I saw the clip. And his little boy and turned into a girl. That's the social engineering that I'm saying. This shit is not just entertainment. It is to get this state of mind in everyone, to make them feel less than, to have them dependent upon government, to not be a fucking man. How can you put stipulations on what a man is or a criteria? Now, there is a criteria. A man knows I'm kind of supposed to protect the people around me. I'm supposed to provide and protect and look out for, what I'm saying? Shit like that. But being a good person is not exclusive to being a man, or being a terrible person is not exclusive to being a man. We see terrible women, manipulative women. Women are, I think, even better at being manipulative. But we're seeing that shit all over the place. And like I said, these are white people telling us this. And you got a bunch of black people eating this shit up. Chadwick Boseman, for instance, like, yeah, they want to act like Nate Moore and Ryan Coogler made that decision, but their white bosses gave them the ability or permission to do this. I don't know who actually make those decisions, but that's what I'm saying. We have white people telling us how to be the best version of a black person. And it's not exclusive to black. There's an attack on men everywhere. But for some fucking reason, it's easier to push that shit on us or to make our people accept that shit. Again, you got everybody fighting us, talking about Miles Morales is not his own original character. You hate him because he's black. You see the dudes trying to put that shit on Ripper. I was in some black Facebook group, and they telling this one dude come in was like, "Hey y'all, I don't know who this Miles Morales cat is. I'm used to Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man." He was like, "I don't read comics, so what's going on here? Because I've only known Spider-Man to be a white guy." So you got everybody, all these black folks hopping on him saying, "You hate yourself, brother. You can't see a black man under the mask," and like all this shit. Yeah. And I'm like, hold on. if we're really about the comics, if we're really about the entertainment right here, the source material, that stuff, this man has said, he's acknowledged, I don't fucking read comics and I've only seen a white Spider-Man. So how is this black kid Spider-Man now? And what comics should I read to be knowledgeable of the story, to be up to date? So you got all this hate. Again, a Chadwick Boseman, you got all this hate coming towards us for people who are just questioning or saying, no, I'm not going to accept that shit. I deserve better. So we got, like I said, we got a whole bunch of white people who are pimping the shit out of black folks and pushing this shit on us, and our people are, we are so accepting of it. And with this Jonathan Majors thing, which we was talking about, Ego, or you pointed out to me, these are variants. But the difference between him, like everybody want to hype him up as being the big bad. Yeah, Jonathan Majors, he all thick and muscular and shit, but he has to play the fucking role that he's being told to play. The muscles don't mean shit if you're getting your ass clocked around by Ant-Man. I didn't see the fucking movie. I don't exactly know what happened. But not only that, there was build up with Thanos. We didn't see Thanos come out, make an appearance. Hey, I'm in here. What up? Oh, I'm not here. I'm not here. He was in the background pulling strings, and you'll see a little end credit thing where he's just like, damn, my henchman fucked up. Shit, this dumb fuck. And then he gets to the point like, all right, bro, I just got to get out here and handle shit myself. So you see, Ego, excuse my French, you see real nigga shit from Thanos, and he's fucking purple. But when the black dude come along, then he getting his ass clocked by Ant-Man. Like you get these variants that are being taken out, and that diminishes all the power that you're telling me Kang has. So it's like you have to tell a person, oh, he's still strong. Just like this dude in this article. This is the definition of a man. This is the best version of a man. They're telling you these things, and you're not saying it being backed up.
Well, no,
and
I
we're
mean, I
going to see
guess
Falcon. I
I
keep
mean,
saying Falcon. We're going to see Falcon have his nuts carried around by She-Hulk and all them other women. And he's not going to be making the decisions. Yeah, sure. He's the red, white, and blue. He's Captain America now. But bro ain't going to have no agency. Bro ain't going to be making no decision. And it's going to be a bunch of emotional bullshit because we're going to have him versus Kang ultimately because that's the new big bad. Yeah, leader might come through, General Ross or whatever. But yeah, we're going to see we're about to see another. We're about to see two soft ass black men in the next few phases of the MCU.
No, I mean, the reason we're saying this is because we're letting people that I don't even know how old this person is, but it's the fact that they're talking about male peer-to-peer relationships and how there's something to be said about hey, not saying the thing back when they're saying, oh, y'all shower together, y'all gay, or just letting it roll off your back and just being like, you know what, I still really like them, they're still cool with me. It's like dudes aren't like that, but he's trying to make a point of like, oh my god, like this is so refreshing. I've never seen this before. It's like, well, as guys, we've seen plenty of relationships where you can still be cool peer to peer, make fun of each other, snap on each other, and at the end of the day, be friends. I mean, we've had countless movies. What do you think buddy cop movies are? Like Lethal Weapon throughout the '80s showed us kind of what peer to peer relationships are amongst black men. It's like, well, hey, we saw boys in the hood for some of us that have. We've seen the Robert Townsend movies, the Five Heartbeats. We've seen, maybe the Hollywood Shuffle. We know how we are around each other as men, even if it's peer to student, like Back to the Future. Like that's a healthy male relationship. The 25th Hour, which Spike Lee directed with Edward Norton, was a great movie about a man that's going to prison and how he and his friends deal with that. There are some very cathartic moments, but it doesn't change the fact that, hey, look, this is going to be a moment that changes your life, how you go into it, because he's actually going to jail. It's about a man the day before he goes to reports to go to jail. And so it's about how they all have to deal with that. And it's called the 25th Hour. So we've seen as children, as young men, and as men, those kinds of male relationships where it doesn't have to be something about just being soft, deferring, and what's the word I'm looking for on this one? Passive. You can still be a man, be in your face and active about it, and still say, hey, look, I'm still a decent person. I'm a decent human being. I'm not going to be a dick to nobody, but I'm not going to tolerate disrespect. like what Valeris did. No, Valeris, right?
I don't know.
No, the guy from House of the Dragon that you were talking about. Okay,
it wasn't Cornrollers. It was
Client. Yes, I'm sorry, sir. Can't find my words
Client?
today. I'm so exhausted. Yeah, like the guy was saying that they're making it so that the new masculinity is being pliant, being someone that can be made fun of and not go back at them, kind of not go tit for tat, which would show like a lack of aggression to them. But we said this back in like the early 2000s. We called it metrosexual. It was about a guy that was concerned about his looks, but wasn't gay. Someone that kept up appearances, but wasn't overly reliant on his appearance to get what he wanted. It was a tool. So it's like we've been through this phase before. We just said it was metrosexual. It was saying, hey, look, it's definitely pointed at women to an extent, but we didn't say that it lacked masculinity in doing so. So this whole thing about toxic masculinity, soft masculinity is like we're trying to reinvent the wheel, but there's nothing wrong with masculinity as we see fit. Because if men ruled and judged things, we would say a toxic male is just a dude with shitty behavior. We would not want to be friends with that guy. And and if you have to be around that person all day, we know that person is because we work with them. You're like, God damn, Roger's back? That asshole, man. I can't stand that motherfucker. That's how we deem being a shitty person. We don't say he's like, man, dude, Roger's a toxic male. We don't do that bullshit.
Yeah.
We just say, no, fuck that guy, and I hope that I never have to put hands on him at work because I don't want to lose this job.
Now, okay, Dempsey pointed this out, and I think Chris Miller earlier. Now, again, we're saying there's an attack on masculinity everywhere, but politics is downstream from culture. And what we're saying in real world, they're trying to take guns away, which I'm not even the biggest gun advocate. I think guns are weird and humans shouldn't have that fucking that firepower. Like we shouldn't be able to destroy something from a distance like that necessarily. But they're trying to take away your right to defend yourself. What did we just see from recent events? They're trying to take away your right to protect or provide for your family by you can't work unless you get this jab. We're seeing the pushing of, like with this dude, men being less like men and more passive, compliant, and stuff like that. So I'm not saying it's only happening to black dudes. I'm saying for some reason it's easier to get this shit across or to manipulate black people into accepting these things. So as I hear, for the most part, the guys we follow are white, but a Ripper, as I hear them point out all of this shit wrong with the mainstream, and that's why I love Mark with the C and would love if he could come on. I'm saying how white people, much respect to y'all are like, fuck this shit. They say white conservative, MAGA hat, all that type of shit. So it's like there was already a branding for you guys in combating this, whereas I'm not necessarily saying this from our people. So that's why we definitely talk about these things. And I highlight this because we got people who don't look like us, but are basically training us like fucking dogs. This is how you should be. So I said this in my video talking about Wakanda Forever. Yes, Bucky should have gotten the shield, but because of that goddamn Black Panther movie, or was in of Infinity War, or whatever, T'Challa called him the White Wolf. And so to me, keep his ass over there because now we can actually explore race relations. We got this white outsider, which, black Wakanda, they ain't even give a fuck about America. If you ain't from here, bro, you ain't one of us. So not only is he not from there, but he doesn't look like them as well. And it's perceived that he killed King T'Chaka. So that's why I would love if Bucky would have stayed the White Wolf and not taken the shield. But the thing is, Cap should just have the fucking shield. Iron Man should not be dead. We should not see a fucking Riri Williams or Pepper Potts. We should see Iron Man. We should still see these legacy characters. So the fact that they're skipping over, we say it, we aren't saying anything new. The fact that we're seeing these people skip over so many decades of stories to get to this shit makes me feel like something is going to happen and they need us in a state of mind to not fight back and to be reliant upon them. So I feel y'all, Bucky, sure, as far as taking the shield, it should be Bucky, not Falcon. But I would have loved to see Bucky over in Wakanda as the White Wolf with a goddamn suit on, okay? Because then it wouldn't be a race swap, but we would have saw all the outcry of black people like, oh no, that's our thing, that's our thing. It's like, motherfucker, you ain't reading comics, okay? That is Bucky's thing. That is the White Wolf, which is the Anbu, not the Anbu. That's the fucking the
That's some
Naruto
army.
shit.
Yeah.
But you know the just think about it. Like we're talking about Falcon and the Winter Soldier, like these covert like operatives and like Black Widow and then Hawkeye should have been there. I would have loved to have seen that shit from those dudes and to see the actual utilization of these suits and their full capabilities, as opposed to what do we see from Black Panther? The more damage you take, the more you can output. The more you get beat up, black man, then you can push this shit back out. That's your power. I had issues with Black Panther in fucking Civil War because he wasn't Panther enough. You see a little bit of martial arts. I should have seen his ass bouncing off of walls, doing all type of crazy shit. I should have seen the fucking claws shooting that shit out. Like I should have seen all this type of stuff, and I didn't fucking get it. So I didn't even care from this character from the beginning, but they just fucking disappointed me. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. I feel y'all. Bucky got the short end of the stick. Shouting out the Ambu, yeah, man, because I keep making them cross over with MCU, not the MCU, but with Marvel, and I forgot the fucking name of that group, but they worked under T'Challa.
They did.
So
They were
instead of
secret forces. Yeah.
so instead of killing this dude, we could have seen him control his own fucking, like you had the Dora Milaje. Okay, you had them, but they're out there in the front. Okay, you could have had him controlling these dudes in the dark, and we could have been seeing secret missions. So then we could have got some spy shit going on. There are so many genres that we could have gotten just from the MCU alone, from all these stories, from all these different places, from all these characters. But yet, what we see from people, you got them defending, or people defending the Ant-Man thing, talking about, well, it's science fiction. A lot of people aren't into science fiction. It's been science fiction the whole fucking time. That lets you know mindless consumers just eat the shit up and don't even know what it is that they're ingesting. I just know I'm supposed to love it, and there's something else coming afterwards that I gotta be hyped for, that I gotta watch.
Agreed. I got you. Yeah.
Okay.
Woosah,
All right.
Woosah.
Woosah. It's pissing me out, man. It's pissing me out because I need all my men to stand up. But again, us, the ones who they want to call misogynists, we was like, where's the fucking Black Widow movie, bro? And then I pointed out, I told y'all, I might even pull up the trailer. There was the Black Widow and Punisher. It was an animated movie. Cold as fuck. And for 90% of the movie, it was just them doing spy shit. The Avengers didn't come until the end of it, when they had figured everything out. They had breached the fucking the fortress. I think it was a Hydra. Like they had already got up in their shit. They let the Avengers know, hey, attack this area, come in here. And then you see at the very end of the movie, the fucking Hulk bust through. Iron Man come flying through. Repulsor rays. Boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? So again, we could have gotten all these fucking genres from MCU alone, but they have an agenda to push. They got to get in our minds. They gotta make us soft, okay? Because when the government attack, they don't want us defending. They don't want you going into hero mode. They don't want you going in hero mode. They don't want you to know what that looks like. Sort of. Winter Soldier pretty much ended for all intents and purposes because that arc is dead. Don't know why they're trying to keep it alive, because ain't nobody interested. Ain't nobody interested in that shit, man.
Nah, really.
So either sell out or become a problem with the industry.
I will say you can always work at the post office. That's what Robert Townsend told us in the 80s. If you ever get a chance to watch Hollywood Shuffle, I highly recommend it, because it was about a black actor that worked in the post office, and he was given a breakout role, but he had to play a black stereotype in order to do so. So the movie was actually about the inner conflict he had on taking the role, getting the money, and hopefully getting a shot to be more of seen as a legitimate actor, or to work at the post office with his pride intact. So that's the third option that they don't tell you about. And that's something that, especially you should keep in mind, whether you're an artist, black, white, whatever, is the fact that at the end of the day, you're going to have to live with whatever decision you make. And it's the fact that we see a lot of mainly black actors do these roles, and then on the back end, when things are either falling apart or they've had a long time to look back at, they're like, oh, I wish I hadn't done that. And it seems like it's almost 20 to 30 years too late.
All right, John said, don't forget Jonathan Majors. He went to mine school. He's a literal clown. Hope he breaks out into better roles. I do. I don't want to give up on that man, but I already see he's compromised. But I do think, yeah, man. But I think he could have. I think he could have been fucking great. And we need more people to say, I'm not with this mainstream shit. I'm going to put my money and my resources and find people. Kind of like Michael B. Jordan. You know, he's a director or whatever. Like, he's doing some things. We just need that mentality of, you know what, I can do this on my own and go out and make some shit. And then we'll see better projects.
Agreed.
Yeah, he'll be in the dress.
He's already trying to get people to co-sign him in an Issa Rae or Janelle Monáe rom-com. You're like, what kind of rom-com? I was like, oh, well, you know, like, I'm running through Central Park trying to get a hold of you. And I'm like, motherfucker, number one, it's 1997. Okay. Run through Central Park. Don't really do that shit no more. Mm-hmm. Number two, the fact you're trying to campaign yourself into a rom-com is like, I mean, I guess, but I still don't see your presence in any other movie you make. To me, you're just going to be like not the black version of, but I can see the roles that you get being very similar to Russell Crowe. Barely anything you do is going to be in the present day. See what I'm saying? Like, he'll be classically handsome, as in like handsome for the times, but not necessarily good looking for today. That's all. Is that your alarm going off?
I don't believe so, but my woman out there, she'll check it out. And the dog's not barking, so.
Okay, so they know ours. But yeah, so that's why I say
y'all hear it.
Yeah, I can hear it through the headphones, but anyway.
I'll go check it out.
All right, but yeah, go ahead. What do you want to bring up next on there?
We got to get to the Disney shit, y'all. Let me hurry up, get through these comments.
I promise it's not going to be all negative today, guys.
It's not negative. Hey, I've said this. I want to make sure, yeah, we're having fun. We're talking shit. Like, y'all lighten the chat up, and we will do that. But kind of like my video I'm working on now, we have to understand that we can't just be sitting on our hands, twiddling our thumbs, and just letting this shit happen, because the enemy is calculated. And while they're coming up with their little master plans or whatever, and we're just sitting around like, make entertainment great again, these motherfuckers have already like gotten into our pockets, you know what I'm saying, affected our livelihoods. All this other shit is going on. And I would like to have a competent audience as well as a fun one. You know what I'm saying? Like, we brothers in arms. Like, we can have fun, we can shoot the shit, but when it's time to actually put in the work, we actually bout it and we know what's going on.
Right.
So yeah, man, we bitching, and then y'all, we black. Okay, we got to do it for our people. There ain't that many fucking black nerds out there that's really about this shit. So we got to do it for them, but for everybody, for the culture. All right. Love y'all. Fucks with y'all. One thing I do know is Bucky got his own movie getting payback on Hydra, calling himself the White Wolf.
That would have been
get more people than Black Cat. Bro, it would have been fucking dope. And like I said, all the black people would have been like, no, that's for Wakandans. And then we would have been like, well, hold on. Your boy T'Challa gave him a goddamn arm and called him the White Wolf. So why you gonna do? He had his Wakanda card. So why you gonna disrespect Chadwick Boseman's legacy? Since you say that role was made for him, he made that role. Don't disrespect that black man like that. When he just sat there and put on his fucking Twitter profile that you should go see and love this Wakanda forever shit. Don't do that. So then you're just gonna flip it back on them. But yeah, to see that shit, he got these fucking guns and not just the arm. My man having an entire suit, bro. Everybody,
that'd be awesome. I couldn't
them luscious blonde locks coming out that goddamn helmet, and then they give him the half mask so you can see his white face under there. Make them, y'all. I would have been creaming all over there. Not just a white dude. Anybody hate watching and want to clip this shit and say I'm just sucking white dick knocks. My man M'Baku, I did in my video. I pulled up some art. This man has some goddamn some gauntlets, them gorilla gauntlets. Put the gorilla mask over him. You know the gorillas got the K9s. Give him. Everybody need the half mask. I don't want that full mask shit. Give them the half mask so you can see the little smile. You know what I'm saying? You can give some expressions without having them just be behind a suit and be all CGI or whatever. And then this man got the guns, M'Baku got the strength, the magical y'all, that shit would have been fucking amazing.
Too bad for you, cause I just took another job. And even though they don't pay hardly nothing, working for white folks look way better on my resume. Too bad for
you. Should have seen that cover. I had it lined up. I knew it.
This man was waiting for that. All right, honestly, they cut the nuts of black male characters faster than any other male characters. I want a Shaft-like character back, and that's what I'm saying. They will cut the nuts off of the black dude faster than the white dude, but there's an attack on me in area everywhere. Man, Terrence Howard's War Machine would have been a sight to see. That would have been a shit talking ass black man, bullet shooting, missile bombarding. Oh my goodness!
Hey Thanos, man, leave my friend Tony alone. All right, repulsor place, man.
No, that shit ain't happening over here, man. You gonna take your little army on somewhere, man, before you get fucked up.
Hand me that reality stone, man. Come on.
God damn. Oh shit. I want a Michael Vick cinematic universe where he fights dogs.
Oh man, damn.
How could that work? How could that work?
I have no idea.
We make that work. LOL, kind of like K, they'll come back and get me to save the world. That's what's gonna happen. They're gonna bring it back. Just like the Watchmen series, the black man is literally going to give his eggs to Captain Marvel.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Preach AJ Kane should have only been defeated by a white chick, preferably a gay one. What's the non-binary villain? Oh yeah, Ryan Reynolds and Deadpool and Wolverine. So
that was weird. Yeah,
y'all gonna see y'all white nuts get cut off in that movie some type of way. Y'all not gonna get that toxic masculinity,
that soft masculinity coming.
That healthy soft masculinity coming in that movie. The Shield should have went up with Steve, while Falcon and White Wolf simply keeping a good fight up for Cap. Yeah, just keeping it, bro. We can sit here and dictate what they should do with their entertainment all day, though. And yeah, that's what my video was about. But that shit ain't gonna change. That shit compromised. The Skrulls have infiltrated. Queer eye for the Kane guy. Y'all know it. I used to think that metrosexual was someone having sex in the bus. School was wild. AJ is wrong. I should own a fully functional AC-130 to defend my home. Hey, bro, get it. Get it. Make it happen. I want that super gun from the Jackal. Yeah, man. When it comes to weapons, I should be able to have a tank, rockets, and swords and shit. But they don't want us to have all that. That's an excellent choice, Kobe. I would settle for Decker's gun from Blade Runner 2. Boromir, our people. Y'all own their gun, the weapons talk, the defense talk. I can see that too. I'm surprised that they didn't have Cap Rogers up against Captain Marvel Civil War 2. Fair. Bro, I didn't read that comic.
I stopped around that time.
I know what you're talking about, but I was like, bro, you just trying to repeat history, but put a woman in the role. It's not the same. Work your way up to it. LOL, my man shout. Oh yeah, bro, I'm so late on the comments. It was much more important for his character arc for Bucky to be the White Wolf and Barry the Winter Soldier. Yeah, man, because that's his old name. And then if they were going to give it to a black dude, then you had the fucking Patriot. That was the black Cap sidekick dude. He looked weird though, and he'll be like a little Iron Boy. That's essentially what it would have been. I didn't want to see that, but yeah. Okay. A-Bomb Nation. Yeah. What up, Steven? Yo, Steven. I type with my pinky finger up, Copa.
Based.
Imagine how better these stories would be if they were taking their time. They have almost all their rights back for their characters. They should had a real Infinity Stones arc now with Adam Warlock. Bro, Disney Plus was the perfect place for all of this shit. And they just said, nope, agenda. Man, Robert Townsend is such a fucking Chad. He deserves so much more love than he gets. Bro, I keep saying WandaVision was fucking amazing in the beginning. Until it started trying to connect to this whole MCU bullshit. But if they would have had these little properties like actually separate from everything, where they didn't have to be connected and people could just enjoy them for what they were, they would have been on. Hollywood doesn't want independent black actors in the spotlight that they can't control. They just getting carjacked. Nah, man, my goddamn tire blew out at work, bro.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, so my wife, she just went and got that fixed while I did this. For to win 100 victories and 100 battles is not the acme of skill. To subdue the enemy without fighting is the acme of skill. Yes, Dempsey drops the Sun Tzu knowledge on us.
We definitely gotta
Adrian
have
just
you
went full Malcolm X, and I'm here for it. Let my people, I'm fighting for this shit, man. I'm fighting for all of us, but look, black people ain't gonna be no allies the way that we letting ourselves be handled by others. So I'm just letting you know. We my people allowing this divisiveness to happen, and it's just disgusting. The role was made for him. Yep. Meanwhile, Black Panther's first appearance was in Fantastic Four, number 52. And that's what I said, bro. If he took out the whole Fantastic Four by himself, him fighting the Civil War shouldn't have been a goddamn problem. He should have been handling them dudes left and right and on to Bucky. Him, I want him. Alex Haley is going to come back from the dead and write the autobiography of AJ.
He did Roots.
I'm thank you for knowing that my knowledge is limited. I've seen some Roots, bro. I come with the Kunta Kinte reference and don't even know who made the shit, man.
Oh goddamn. Okay. Man.
Okay.
Yes. Rocket.
Yeah, I might have Michael Vick play one of my werewolves if I finally get a live action. I know I kind of despise live action. It can be done right, but I might get Michael Vick in there.
All right.
Him versus 25 werewolves at once. Yeah, it fits their agenda. Okay.
Good.
All right, bro. You ready to get to this Disney shit?
You got it, man. Pull it up. Let's do it.
Y'all chat. Let me know. Do y'all want to see because I haven't seen this Peter Pan trailer. I've seen Peter Pan, but I didn't love it. I really don't give a shit. The Disney Peter Pan,
like the 1940s Hook. Like which one?
I've seen Hook, but I'm talking about animated.
Okay. You can fly.
Yeah. And Tinkerbell being a little shit, which she's been changed to black. So we're about to see King Tink next. Oh shit. Black Panther, come on, Zach. Black Panther can handle 4 dudes at once. Zach, I know you saying those my words, but I can, are you trying to say that we're trying to push the gay agenda on Black man, Black Panther? That what you saying, Zach?
Don't do that. Don't do
Call racism on Zach.
He's
racist. He's racist. I'm just playing Zach. Slaves built this trailer.
I was gonna get way too much playtime.
Man, I love that shit. I gotta find that. I'm gonna find that clip. That's gonna be a clip.
It's gonna have to be.
You inadvertently called it what it is, Disney shit. Yeah, it's a bunch of Disney shit. And like I was saying before, we are complaining about it, and we have all these ideas about what they should do, but we can't dictate what somebody else does with their property. We was English fairy tales, y'all. This shit crazy. And all right, man. I haven't seen the trailer. I haven't even seen the Little Mermaid trailer. But that's 2 back-to-back fucking instances of race swapped characters. And there's an emphasis on black. Black people, you are only allowed the sloppy seconds of white people. I don't give a shit about the Little Mermaid being a Danish fairy tale. The Disney version of this Little Mermaid is white girl with red hair. I don't want to see race swapped Ariel. From what I saw from the trailer, Tink is a white fairy who's been race swapped to black. Now, again, I'm a Disney kid, people. I would think if you want to show these different people as black, well, in the Little Mermaid animated series, she had a black friend. She had one of each. You know how they used to have those.
The one was deaf. Yeah, she's sign language.
Tink had a black friend. I'm
Okay,
talking
yeah.
about both. I'm talking about both. Yes. So instead of race swapping this one motherfucker, how about you just make the stories about them, but give their friends some screen time?
Some shine.
Give their friends some shine. Bring these y'all gonna hear me say the same shit over and over. Let me find this goddamn trailer so I can just see what the fuck y'all saw.
Okay.
We were supposed to talk about how the writer of Ant-Man was talking about they gonna keep MODOK dumb and whatnot and keep on being the butt of the jokes type
You
shit.
still can if you want to, sir.
I don't want to fucking read an article. I'd rather risk a copyright claim with this,
With
like
Peter
with an
Pan?
actual visual. Yeah.
Pan. Okay.
But the idea is, again, scrolls have infiltrated our franchises. They are not in the hands of people who respect them or care about them. So they will give us these shitty versions of them because they control them. There's nothing that we can do about it. The only thing we can do about it is speak with our money, speak with our wallets.
All right, Steve Ransom, let's watch this thing.
All right, Peter Pan.
Part
of that world,
sir. That's Little Mermaid, sir.
That is, but I'm talking about them both.
We really need we really need a Riley one in here. This guy.
You got to say the real clip, bro. Let's
Right,
watch this thing.
All right, go ahead.
I have no problem if bro wants to be a dude. Yeah, I don't think I got hot takes. That was beautiful. Oh, thank you, Nosferatu. You gonna tell me anything?
You need auto-tune.
Nosferatu gonna boost my head up because he got a whole little vampire agenda going on.
Exactly. That's why I can't let you fly too close to the sun, Icarus. Gotta bring you back down.
Like, nah, don't listen to him. And Peter Pan and Wendy. So that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all, Mario's gonna be fucking amazing. I'm waiting on Super Mario. How about if the story is problematic that it needs to be changed? Pick a different story.
Yeah. Check it out. Zach's saying this. So, the video's blocked.
A bunch of channels had their videos blocked by Disney for showing the trailer.
I don't risk it. I don't think that's worth the risk, sir. Yeah, that should have had you ejected, bro. Thanks, Flash. Yo,
It's for singing.
Real MVP, sir. Thank you.
I can sing on my fucking channel, so you're gonna have to just mute me. All right, y'all. Fuck the trailer.
Thank you, guys. We appreciate that. Well, then, okay, sir. Well, then, basically, because we'll have to watch the trailer on our own at some point, and then come back to it. Based on what you heard, what'd you think about it?
I haven't heard shit.
You haven't heard anything about the trailer at all?
All I saw was people posted pictures of the race swap characters. And my commentary to provide on that is, and this is why I feel you white people, they're attacking y'all shit. And this is what I mean by this whole racial divide or this divisiveness that's happening. They are taking y'all shit and putting our faces on it. And I know white people, y'all tired of this shit. So we got a lot of people out there who are like, black people, why y'all in our shit? And we got black people on the opposite side saying, you got enough shit, cry your white tears. So that is what's happening. And these people know it's happening above. So again, that's why I was saying, like, we have the Little Mermaid and Peter Pan and Wendy, where they're race swapping these characters, making them brown or whatever. The Lost Boys, I saw that there's some Lost Girls in there too. I can't really speak on that because I don't know the story behind Peter Pan necessarily or what that's supposed to be.
So this is the thing is, like, I know the Critical Drinker was saying this, but if you watch the original Peter Pan, it's like, well, they were the Lost Boys. They were boys that no one wanted. And so if you know about, I mean, you know about like how the foster care system works. It's like you'd rather get young, you go for infants and children, but they're mostly girls. Boys to a certain point after the age of 5 and they form those permanent attachments, you're not sure what you're getting, and it can be a mixed bag. So parents,
boys more of a problem.
Right, boys are more of a problem, especially like out the gate. Girls, if you get them early enough, hey, look, I can train you up. They'll respect dad because that's a stable father figure. Mom actually loved me when my own mother different, so that did not. So it's easier to deal with. Boys, you don't know what kind of situation you're walking to when you get them, and so they can age out a lot more likely than it would girls to be. So Peter Pan's like, hey, look, you might be lost, but hey, be one of my lost boys. Be in my group because they don't want you. I want you.
Gang, gang.
Peter Pan gangbang. You know what I'm saying? No, wait, I'm sorry. Gang gang. I just said gangbang. Damn it. I said it again. No, that's not what I meant.
You said gangbang and did this. This man said, come be one of my boys.
Wrong Neverland reference. No.
Grooming.
No.
Grooming. He caught.
God damn it. Make sack. No, so the thing is that, well, so because you're in the Lost Boys group, you don't grow up. So you don't grow up, you don't necessarily have manners. You're fighting because you're not used to making an intelligible argument. And so here comes Wendy that becomes a mother figure to these boys that says, hey, I get it, but now it's time to grow up. Now it's time to take on responsibilities. Now it's time to learn how to take care of yourself so that you can take care of your own family one day. And the fact that these are all boys is like, well, hey, if someone's older than us, we can gravitate to a mother figure easily. It's easy for guys to find a mother figure, even if we're looking for a father figure, if that makes sense. And so having Peter Pan bring back Wendy to Neverland, it's like, well, hey, I can, tend to wounds. I can sew up your clothes. I can read you bedtime stories. I can feed you. Those are all things men kind of more or less looking for in either a mother or a wife. But that was Wendy's importance to the story. So putting lost girls in there doesn't help the story at all. In fact, it undermines the story, because if you have a lost girl in there, now here comes Wendy. Now we've got a mean girl situation going on. See what I'm saying?
Bro, you said that last time, and I don't necessarily agree with that. Like, because I don't know the story necessarily of the Lost Boys.
Right.
I don't necessarily have an issue with, if it wasn't for the agenda happening, okay, I would understand them having a mix, both genders in the Lost group, because it does happen to girls as well. Unfortunately, the agenda lets us know why they're doing this. And I saw a black girl with like some nappy hair, as opposed to, the kids didn't look unkept in the animated movie, but they had their little outfits on or whatever. But
take it, I was throwing up as an aside. Keep going, man.
Okay. Last year here, coincided with my injury, repairing my boat. That's a man shit. The man fixing the boat.
There we go.
Bro,
that's masculinity right there. That's masculinity.
I'll be real with you. My first time changing the tire was when my tire blew out at work. So I was like, oh shit, This is it. I have to change the tire.
Pass?
I passed, bro.
Yeah.
But my goddamn dummy ain't have no air in it. So
okay. Lessons learned.
I got a great team at the job, and they took care of me. They pulled out an air compressor and some manly men, some construction men. They said, we got you. Hut.
See, that was a masculine male to male interaction without that soft masculine talking about that. That's men helping out other men. Like, that's what it's about.
Yeah.
But, you know what I'm saying? It isn't like, hey, do you need help? I need help. I can help you. Will you help me? Let's change his tire. It sounds like a 90s boy band video. I'm gonna fix your car. Air that tire, gonna put you on the road to freedom. Yeah, no, not about that.
That shit bumping though, bro.
Bro, don't get me started, man. Don't get me started. I have a new career right now.
That shit bumping. I don't want to sing again. I just want to let you sing. I want more of that. Get that drink in your system, bro. Yes, that'd be a great fucking commercial, bro. The Chippy Lube love song.
Shit will get y'all in trouble, all right, man. And it's just keto, goodness. So it gets you in trouble.
Oh my goodness. Y'all ego he just wooed me a little bit, man. I'm about to bring out some of that healthy soft masculinity. Keep going, sir. I need some more of that. Damn, toxic masculinity, men helping men. That's racist. Oh yeah, one was white and one was Mexican.
Rainbow Coalition.
Yeah, real life is mixed, bro. Life is amazing, man. So yeah, we all on the same page, bro. Fuck what they trying to tell us. And that's why I said it's not necessarily about skin tone. It is about just being around like-minded individuals, people who are willing to help one another. And I will say, and again, this is going back to my video that I'm working on right now. And Flassix do a great job of this. Zax does a great job of this, but find people. I'm not telling y'all what to do with your lives and what content you enjoy, but seek information right now. Things that can like prepare yourself to be more self-sustainable or to live a more self-sustainable lifestyle, so that we're not so dependent upon others, especially others that can say, I'll only help you if you do this. Because then we have to be compliant. That's what they want. So yeah, it's like, let's have fun. We grown ass men shitting on Disney right now. It is what it is. Again, going back to, our grown men really pissed or crying about a brown skinned mermaid? Yes, because we deserve better than that, and because grown ass men are making these movies, these cartoons or whatever. It's not a bunch of kids like the fucking gummy bear Haribo commercial where they got kids in suits, you know what I'm saying, making business decisions. There are adults with adult minds and who are calculated enough to know what to put in these things because of how they want the audience to think. They know mindless consumers are just going to be okay with it. And then again, it goes back to, well, you hate this race, or you hate this gender, or you hate that this gender likes the same gender, as opposed to, this ain't how this shit goes. I'd be, I gotta be careful with this. I'd be fine with a gay character. I'm not so opposed to the stuff. Now, I understand it's a slippery slope, but it's not ultimately up to me to judge. And if I can't necessarily tell a person what to do with their property. So if you wanted to highlight some gay character or do all the type of shit, it is what it is. But when we see these things being purposely changed for this shit, I have a problem with it. And I think there's a motive there that I have to be aware of, or I have to be, y'all know we're sensitive. We're sensitive to these things in our entertainment now. Bro, we was talking about the black men, like fucking Finn. You know what I'm saying? Like the marketing for that, for Finn and the Star Wars shit. Like, we're supposed to be, he was a stormtrooper turned Jedi, but then, and I saw somebody play the damn clip. He picked up the lightsaber, and Kylo Ren just did him in,
Shit out of here,
fucked him up. So his asshole laid out the ground.
He should have killed him, and he should have killed him though.
Yeah, he should have killed him. That was a spine shot from the ass to the to the back of the neck,
tutor to the rooter,
from the tutor to the rooter. So. And then what they had, Ray pop up, and then dun dun dun, like, this is our hero. So it wasn't that, but then also in the clip, I don't know where I saw this shit, but yeah, I don't want to say, gay people, you can't be in entertainment. We can't see you. Y'all, the only gay character I remember seeing was goddamn Satan from South Park. So look, they complaining like they ain't got shit. Like, look, I feel you, bro, but I didn't grow up hating gay people. And that was the only one I saw.
It's
and him from Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah, it's fair. I did. Now that I think about it, he probably was gay.
Him was my guy, girl.
It's not that. It's just the fact that if you don't have your own original stories where being gay is just a part of the story but not central to it. I remember that one of my favorite shows that got a very, very limited run was Midnight Texas. It was about a medium that actually had to flee some debtors in Dallas and wound up in a place called Midnight Texas. He uses a place to just hide out, but finds out this town where pretty much the barrier between the supernatural and the real is very frayed. And so he runs into a vampire that's married to a vampire hunter. A guy that used to be in the Klan is actually having a will they or want their relationship with a black woman that's like a healer of sorts. And so there's actually a couple that lives there. It's an angel and a demon, and they're actually married, and they're both dudes. And it's like, well, hey, the demon and the angel angle is, wow, it's enough right there, and they have to be gay, but it's not necessarily central to the story of the character. And even when they talk about the angels' relationships further, they kind of explain it to a way it's natural enough. And so I think the problem you have is, remember back in the day when they say things like, for white people in general, like, hey, look, black guys are going to steal your girl, so we got to make this movie called the Birth of a Nation, which was in 1915, but it was really called The Klansman, which started the Klans. It was based off of the irrational fears of black men stealing white women, right? And it was like completely irrational when they made the movie. But if you keep doing roles where gay guys are taking on the role of straight characters, turning them gay, and essentially pushing down the character to promote an agenda, you're going to create rational fears that lead to situations like the movie Boys Don't Cry. If you've seen Boys Don't Cry, you know what happens at the end of that movie. And we're saying, hey, to prevent a situation like that, you should have your own story. Between GLAAD and the communities and all the supporters you have, where's your production company to tell your own stories? Why do you rely on something with a built-in audience that consists of people that may not like you to want the credibility of the character so that you can subvert that character? That's all.
All right. So I'm going to play 2 clips, and y'all know I look into some shit, right? As in, I be looking deep. Sometimes people tell me I'm looking too deep into some shit. But going back to that Star Wars clip, because we're seeing it in Disney, we're seeing it in Marvel, we're seeing it in the Star Wars, the Lucas stuff. But the mentality is there everywhere. Okay, attack the men, black boys, black dudes. Y'all know what I'm saying. So I made this connection. Now tell me if I'm looking too deep into this, but I'm gonna show these clips. Now they're both from Disney. But when I saw the Finn thing and him getting his name, it just reminded me of this clip right here. And I'm gonna play the Star Wars thing. But actually, let me pull them up. Let me pull them up both. Give me some time, Ego, because I pulled up one, but I'm gonna go ahead and find the other one.
That's fine. Yeah, Boys Don't Cry was a fantastic movie. Hilary Swank nailed the character and the conflicts that can, not the inner conflict that can come with it. It's just the fact that, those types of endings, again, because it's based on a real story, those type of endings were very, very unfortunate. But it was based off of guys having a very irrational fear of what someone that tried to present as a male could be. The fact is that most people don't give a shit. It's just the fact that, hey, if you're gonna be you, that's it. What people aren't asking is for you to be a stereotype of what you think the other gender is supposed to be. Like, I know that my wife and I are watching this 90 Day Fiance the other way, and there's a person that's on there that's going to be in Colombia to be with her wife, whatever. And the thing is the fact that even though the guy got top surgery and bottom surgery, he still parades around in his underpants with like this bulge for this, because he actually made an underwear that can actually produce the bulge. And it's like, well, he's parading around in his underwear with shirt off with a cowboy hat saying, hey, honk for trans. And it's like, well, if a guy that's a biological male did that, we call him like a fuckboy or a jackass. So why do you choose to be the stereotype of the other gender? And for me, that goes both ways. And I say that, hey, if you're going to be what you claim is your authentic self, be that without having to be a stereotype of what you deem the other gender to be. That's all. I mean, and besides, Boys Don't Cry was an excellent movie.
Okay, I found the clips. I think I got a connection error when it happened. What up, Joker Voice? But yes, now again, people tell me if you think I'm looking too much into this. I don't think I am. But I'm going to show this first clip from Star Wars, and then I'm gonna show you another clip. Okay, check this. Let me share this. Okay, let me pull that up.
I guess if y'all get time, please go to Joker's Voice store and cop his merch. His tank tops for being sure that came in yesterday, they are legit, guys. So fantastic work, Joker's Voice. Whoever you got employed for your merch, they need a raise.
Okay, so in Star Wars, the only code names that I know were given to like the droids, where they like shorten the name up or give them some name instead of saying like the numbers or whatever. Now, if this happened to other characters in Star Wars, let me know, please, because I don't want to be wrong on this, or I don't want to be right, but I just see these connections. But yes, I'm doing it, Gordon. Check this out. All right, it's pulled up. Okay.
Do it.
What's your name? FN2187. What's your name? FN2187. What? That's the only name they ever gave me. I am useless.
That's the only name they ever gave me.
FN, Finn, I'm gonna call you Finn, all right? Finn. Yeah.
Whoa.
I like that. I like that. Okay, so now I'm gonna play this other clip. Check this out.
I didn't know that. I thought his name was Finn. Like, hey, this is the name that they gave me, but people used to call me Finn. It's not that.
Now, Poe is not white, but this is the dialogue given to Poe's character. Now, I do think these people are smart enough to be able to deflect, but all right, now check this out.
God damn.
Okay, big boy. Hey, you be my man Friday. Savvy? You Friday, me Mickey.
Whoa.
You Friday, me Mickey.
No.
God damn.
You Friday, me Mickey.
No, you Friday, me Mickey.
Oh shit, son.
Oh, ski.
We build big forts.
Whoa. Whoa.
Okay, so yes, I understand Poe gave him the name. That's not technically a white man that gave it to him, but it's still that mentality. Clone troopers were known as CT, stormtroopers TK. Okay,
I would say it's not so much that the number, it's the fact that the way it probably should have gone was Poe should have asked him like, "What's your name?" And then you could have had Finn look out and see the plane, and the number could have been X217 FINN. Finn. Oh, I like that. Finn. He is the fact that he doesn't have any agency. He gets named by Poe.
Right. So that's
it's a lack of agency, self-agency. I see what you mean.
Especially with him. So he had to be given his own name, and he was marketed as a Jedi, but he couldn't even have that. The thing is, if he was, our hypothetical, this man.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But it's the fact that if he was this, this enlightened, touched by the Force, whatever trooper who was able to break his like programming or whatever.
I'm sorry. I'm laughing because that's what you call someone retarded. He's been touched by the Force.
I like that. Okay. So
I'm sorry, guys. From now on, if someone's retarded and you get them on Twitter, just say they've been touched by the Force, y'all. We'll get it. It'll be a nice inside joke.
So if he was touched by the Force sensitive, then you could have just left it at, well, I don't have a name. I'll figure my name out. I'll find out what suits me, that agency that you're talking about. But it's just, no, you give me this, and he's like, man, I like that. I like that name.
I like my name that I gave you. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just that type of shit that, and isolated from everything else that Disney done, it's like, okay, maybe you can get away with that. But this mentality is all over the fucking place. And that's the shit that I've been seeing. This is the type of shit that I've been saying that made me want to have a YouTube channel and start pointing this shit out and talking about it, because I'm not seeing these conversations being had, especially amongst my group. So he named him Finna. No, he named him Finn. Okay, he named him Finn, but we started calling him Finna. Once he got around us, he was like, "Oh, okay." They talk with a little season, with a little flavor.
Gonna knock the stickers off these droids.
But and again, that was just something that as I saw the clip, I was like, wow, I forgot that happened, or it just went over my head. But also with The Force Awakens, I wasn't so invested in the Star Wars to actually see too much of a problem with it with the first movie, because I thought that the second one they were going to build upon or correct the issues of the first one. But they didn't deliver on any of that. But y'all, that was just funny to me seeing that goddamn clip. I really don't have anything else to say. We're approaching our 2-hour mark. We've been bitching a lot. Finna knock these stickers, bro. Y'all love this shit. Y'all like when I say it. Finna knock these stickers.
Bro, you were so confident. This was the man's second time at the gun range talking mad shit. Finna knock these stickers off. Not with that grip, sir.
Bro, I've been cold. I'm a natural.
He's been cool. I'm not gonna lie. This man was more when we actually did our concealed carry permit class. This man was on point with the targets. All right, from 5, 10, 15, and 25 yards away. My man's had the accuracy. I'm just saying, this man came in the second time, was like, "Gonna knock these stickers out." I was like, "Calm down, sir." It's the second time in at the range. We just went over gun safety, all right. And I got a camera behind me. Don't fuck this up.
I was so nervous as the instructor was saying, shoot this many shots, and then he's gonna pause and then shoot another. Whenever when he says fire, shoot this man, I was like, man, I hope I don't fuck this up. But I was like, bro, please stop while I'm ahead. I don't want to fuck up.
I understand. Like he made it very simple for everyone to follow the rules and not feel like they're under too much pressure. I like the fact that we actually shot first and then we did the class after, so you're not anxious and on edge the whole time. But this man right here, Abomination AG, was pretty proficient. So we got to go back to the range at some point and go back in because we got to get some target practice. So hopefully we'll be able to do another like range day update and talk to someone that can actually, give everyone else tips. I'm pretty sure that we know a few people that actually, own firearms or people that are firearms enthusiasts. So it wouldn't be a bad thing to just go there one day and just have someone talk to everyone else that may not know about range safety, range tips, and things like that. But yeah, it's a gun range, sir.
Something in my genes just makes me want to chuck a spear.
Why would you? See, I know that's the problem. Is like, when people ask my favorite character, I say a monkey. So I was like, I get it, I get it, y'all. Like, this is not all.
I love Tarzan.
It's just, I know. See, like, we're monkey spear chuckers. Now people say monkey. I'm like, what you mean, a chimp or like a baboon? Like, which are we talking about? Capuchin? What are we talking about right here?
I'm like, I see my dogs grabbing onto a deer, them holding on, and then I just come with the
Exactly. And that. Exactly.
And spear that motherfucker, and then we eat good. I like that shit. I think that's some real man shit right there. That's some real primitive shit.
Apes together strong.
Apes together strong.
God damn, John.
Blacks together strong. You never threw a spear, bro? Shit ain't easy.
It's not.
Hey, I'm cold at everything I do. Okay. I'm nice. I'm proficient at everything I do. For y'all don't understand that exaggerated swagger of the black man. And I hit them up when I say Ipambe. Or I do that before. I do that before the hunt. Monkeys have tails. Bro, I used to put a belt. I used to put a belt in my drawers.
No, you shitting me. Don't.
As a kid.
Wow.
Bro, I was watching Zaboomafoo. I had just learned about prehensile tails. I said, bro, I'm gonna grab something with this.
You are so lucky you can get adopted by a white family. Goddamn.
They would have had me in one of them
fascinating behavior.
Like, have in one of the white people leashes. I'm like, what are they doing to that boy?
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, my ass was on a leash when I was a kid. All right.
Hey, I'm not opposed to putting my kids on a leash. I'm just saying, ain't nobody gonna snatch my kids.
Come back here. Heel.
I'm gonna be treating my kids just like them goddamn dogs, bro.
You know, bro. I got an argument with somebody about that yesterday. Like, you're gonna have a leash on your kid? Fuck yeah, I have a leash on my dogs. Why not? They behave the same way. You gotta tell them sit, stay, quiet, put a bowl out, hope they eat it. Hell bro, yeah.
That's how my nieces and nephews with me. They getting the same commands as the dogs. I'm cut it out, sir. Don't touch that. For sure, it's the same shit, bro. It's the same mentality.
Oh man.
Chris just said it. Snap them fingers.
Exactly.
Right. But the leash is just for safety, so nobody snatch my kid up in case I'm not looking.
Well, I had a biting problem because I was a teether, so that was for everyone else's safety.
I saw a kid on leash at the grocery store once, and I had to leave, so I went laugh.
It's hilarious.
I dressed as a mouse for Halloween. Nobody thought I was a mouse last time. I remember being Darth Maul. I think every kid was Darth Maul. That was our Star Wars. But yeah, I was Darth Maul. My parents got me the double-bladed lightsaber. That shit was cool. Puerto Rican mothers don't be playing.
Not at all.
I prefer cattle prods. I don't know about that. LOL. Biting problem at what age? At child age, sir. At child age.
So this is the thing. I fucked around and told Shiro my issues a child because we're saying, if you got a child that's a little fucked up, you got a retarded child. I was like, hey, you want to know early if your child's a retarded child or got some problems early on. So I was like, hey, if we have a kid, you don't need a nanny. Just put the little kid in a little octagon fence that's 6 feet high. He got to crawl for his bottle. He got to kind of wobble his ass over to say hi to you. And then she was like, didn't you have a biting problem, a teething problem at 18 months, get kicked out of a McDonald's playland and throw cars at the wall and yell, boom? She's like, so wasn't you the retarded child? I was like, you know what? We have to find a way, okay? So yes, I had a problem up until the age of 2, and it caused me a little trouble. So I got kicked out of McDonald's playlands and a daycare too, okay? So, teething, that shit hurts, okay?
Message, you put the kid inside a giant hamster ball.
Shit, I'm not opposed to that.
Y'all, whenever my niece and nephews around, from me and my wife's side or whatever, I teach, like, I'm very hands-on with kids. I love working with kids because they're so natural, instinctive, they act like animals. And I'm letting y'all into my life, okay? This is just between us. I still to this day walk around on all fours. Y'all see me barefoot outside on some of the videos, whatever. I'm like that for the most part with my dogs. I will get down on my Tarzan shit. I do the knuckles. I even do my knuckle push-ups. And I teach kids to do that shit. I teach them how to climb. Their parents are mad at me because when I'm gone, they climbing over on top of everything. And I'm like, I'm building upper body strength. You know what I'm saying? I'm just getting them used to just being in tune with their natural selves. And that's something that I do think a lot of adults lose. We grow up and we become like these upright walking, I'm going to go to college and get some paper to learn how to do things type shit. And that's disgusting to me. That is, y'all, I love Pocahontas. Because when Pocahontas' dad said, those white men are dangerous, I love that shit. These civilized ass dudes coming over here.
Watch yourself.
Huh?
No. What was it? Oh shit. Oh, where did he put it? Oh man. Damn it. Someone said they're gonna. Here you go.
Don't lose. Okay. People are going to clip that. I'm very hands-on with kids. And what Ego said. come be one of my lost bulls. Goddamn Michael Jackson's over here.
We're gonna cancel, y'all.
Oh shit. Y'all. The stays on this stream, okay?
Please don't tell nobody.
But yeah, Dempsey, that was the moral of Step Brothers. Don't lose your T-Rex. Yeah, now them dudes took it too far into their adulthood or didn't know when to switch it. But I think people do need that shit. And that's why I say in the position I am now where I work, they do teach kids these things, how to, grow the food, work with animals, respect animals, all that type of shit. They're not teaching them to walk around and run like animals, but and the ladies were talking about this last night when they was talking about the dog. You do have to, and this is an ability of humans. We have the ability to connect with animals who don't speak our language, don't move like us necessarily, and that's why I love Tarzan, because he didn't see a human. So he was like, okay, I don't know what I am. So I'm going to be everything so that I can communicate with everything and learn how to be a better version of myself from all of the skills that the animals have. And again, that is something that we do need, because humans have lost the ability to communicate, to commune with nature, and to learn from nature, and to work with nature. And for us to be what am I trying to say? Not necessarily a threat, but for us to be like how we was talking about last week, how I work with dogs, well, and that's a skill. And it's not no fucking science that you have to learn in a book or whatever. Like, people were doing this shit back then, like primitive, like, caveman type shit. Not necessarily caveman. Y'all get what I'm saying? It's real primal to be able to work with nature and to understand what they want. But we get so focused in our humans' brains and our civilized, and we think we're so much smarter that we lose the ability to communicate with them. And that's why you see a lot of people like, why's my dog doing this? I don't know what this means. I don't know what this. And it's natural. You just let them live their natural lives. Like, go outside. I don't know how many people, when they say touch grass, like, unfortunately, that's been a fucking internet, like social media, like saying or phrase or whatever. But we really do need to learn how to do these things. Go outside, learn how to fucking sniff. What do you smell? You know what I'm saying? What do you hear? What types of birds are chirping in the morning? I'm reading fucking a Daniel Boone, and it talks about how it ain't a black dude, it's a white dude. I got to learn from my white dad. It's all right,
You
John.
you are in San Antonio, so this history.
Yeah. But like learning what time of day it is, depending on what bird is like chirping at the moment, like just shit like that, man. Those are skills that humans have that we've lost. And these people who are dependent upon government, they're lost. And we need to retain these things. I'm not telling y'all run around on all fours, get barefoot, and all that type of shit, but commune with nature, learn from nature, learn skills. Self-defense, that's a natural thing. It's a primitive thing. It's taking the form of guns, but that is, what I'm saying?
It's a projectile. That's protecting yourself from a distance of even further than
a
bow and arrow would shoot. But I mean, these are these for a reason. You know what I mean? Like, there's a reason that they can still close to form a fist, because self-defense is inherent. And we defend ourselves, if we had no other tools, would be fists. Otherwise, it's like, well, hey, this is as far as they would go if we evolved beyond the need for self-defense, but we need it, so these close all the way.
Yeah, and and humans have the ability to aim, to like point at something and hit that. Now, I thought it was something exclusive to us. I knew apes could do it, but I didn't know how fucking accurate they were until I seen this video of this goddamn ape in the zoo, and somebody had threw something. I think it was a water ball or some shit, but it was
that shit back.
Bro come with the wildest swing. He did one of those, but the accuracy was so fucking pinpoint, bro. I was like, damn, that is a goddamn beast.
Did you see the monkey that got a hold of an AK-47?
Bro, are you talking about fucking? Are you serious? Like real life?
Yes.
No.
I don't know, bro.
Show me this clip. Howl at the moon type shit. Now I try to refrain from doing that.
I hope this shit is real. I'm not gonna let me.
Bro, because if you're talking about goddamn Rise of the Planet of the Apes, or
I'm like, they gave this monkey a gun. Like, let me know if you can see it. Hold on, let me bring it up here, because it's like they actually gave it. I'm pretty sure. I really hope this is the one I'm talking about. Like, I'm trying to figure what is West African soldier, right? Look at this shit. I don't know. I really hope this is a joke, but motherfucker, this go to chimp right here. Here are some soldiers. Hey, fucks with this. Look at this. There's a chimp. It's my favorite animal now.
Bro.
I what?
I want to say this is like CGI. Like they just too goddamn happy. I think that's fake, bro. I believe that's fake.
All right, I'll have to look and see if I can find it. All I know is okay. I I'll have to look it again. But all I'm saying is, y'all gotta let me know. Yeah, there are monkey street gangs in Indonesia that have learned street gang behavior from human street gangs. Yes, they hold on to territories in human cities now. Yes, bro. I saw a monkey. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
The exact opposite. That is primitive. This gang holds this territory. You get what I'm saying? So humans, whether we know it or not, we take on a lot of primitive behaviors. Yeah, it said 20th century.
You know, let me fuck y'all. All right. I'm saying is if I have the ability to own a chimp at some point, I'm a fucking own a chimp. All right. I'm gonna teach that motherfucker to be strapped as shit. Okay, that's all. All right.
I'm not fucking with no chimps, bro.
Bro, you're saying if you couldn't own an animal to help you out in an apocalypse situation, all right. You know, fuck this. Poll of the chat. Poll of the day now is
you got to put it up.
Bro, fuck this. Y'all go ahead. Y'all keep going.
I played enough games and want the fucking little companion creature.
No, honestly, it ain't even in a poll. It's just throw it in the chat. If you had one animal to help you survive the apocalypse, you can choose any animal you want that currently exists. Don't give me no dinosaur bullshit. What animal are you choosing to help you survive the apocalypse? Mine's a motherfucking chimp. All right, I'll go ahead and go bring up Bubbles off the trash heap that Michael Jackson used to have. That motherfucker will moonwalk past you and just pop your ass with a silencer. Pop,
bro,
pop, pop, pop.
I'm not fucking with no ape. That look, I know you can train them.
You wouldn't
train them or whatever.
You wouldn't bring an ape into your fold.
Fuck no. That ape would have to choose me.
No, I'm saying, okay, why would you choose an ape if you could have a chimp? A chimp is a little bit smaller, a little bit docile. I'm not gonna have something look over me. A chimp is an ape. Huh?
A chimp is an ape. That's the classification. Apes. You learned that from Planet of the Apes.
Don't do that. Don't.
I'm serious. Like that's legit, bro.
I'm supposed to be a smart one, okay? All right, let me be the
supposed
smart
to be. You failing me, man. You failing me. I'm the wild boy. I'm Tarzan, and you know
I'm not buying you shit for Christmas, right there.
All you right, Mickey, and I'm Friday.
I'll put a lump of coal in your stocking that says Caesar is home. All right, bitch.
Look,
all right.
Look.
What?
Yeah, bro. I'm not fucking with no chimp, bro. They just too smart. I've seen.
That's what I'm saying. Like they'd understand. Bro, it's a 99% DNA match. There's a few base pairs of DNA that separates from us from apes. Because anyone to be able to understand the dynamic is a chimp. I'm saying a chimp, not a silverback gorilla.
I hear you. Too fucking strong, too fucking smart. Already got a social thing going on.
You're afraid a chimp is going to outthink you?
I'm afraid that motherfucker is going to outclass me.
And how?
I'm not counting werewolf strength, but a troop of chimps in the trees.
One. I'm saying
and a pack of wolves.
You choose one.
I can't choose that one. That one would have to choose me and my pack and hang with us. That'd be cool.
You'd be the pet.
But as far as like animals,
you the chimp to the chimp.
No.
You're saying a chimp would you? Oh no. You're saying a chimp's gonna.
And then as I touch it, then he's gonna pull my ass close to him and then fucking grab my ass by the throat.
This is the sign of like I'm actually the beta male in this relationship. That's what Planet Apes told you.
Yeah.
That's what it's saying. Like if a chimp goes,
what's up, Max? We're just having fun now.
Yeah, if it does that, it means like, well, hey, I understand the alpha in this relationship is you. That's
I get what you're saying. Monkeys are cool, yeah, thieving ass monkeys. And bro, I just watched a video. This monkey just ripped the dude's scalp off.
Yeah, I saw that shit too. For food, they ain't playing.
Yeah, bro. Look, I'm just not. And look, I'm cool with the animals and all that type of shit. I prefer something with fur on it. But dogs are, man, canines. That's just a little special little link right there. That I'm just gonna keep it at that. I'm just gonna keep it at that. I'm Mowgli running with the wolves. Tarzan was with the apes. I would have been a beta, all up in that troop. Cause
I like you, man.
you see him, with when he was on Kerchak and Tarzan, how fucking big Kerchak was. Ain't no way that man was overpowering that gorilla.
Ain't no goddamn
Ain't no fucking way.
Different an elephant, sir. That's just big. Come on, man. That's just unfair. You go choose a whole ass elephant. Elephants are like puppies, though, too. So I mean, and they don't forget they have a good mind, nice shielding, playful. I see what you're saying. It's that place. But
look, I said learn how to work with nature. Y'all think that we just about this man said Cyborg T-Rex. Now he's a goddamn artist. His mind is already somewhere else.
This motherfucker.
If I could have a fucking dinosaur, that'd be dope. I want and Mag.
Shit.
Yes, they got their own shit going.
Hilarious.
If I could have something, I would definitely want a chocobo. That's from Final Fantasy. That's the big ass bird, but it's essentially a raptor at that point. And a chocobo, you know what I'm saying? They got some wings, so they probably don't fly, but you can glide, you can float for a little bit. As far as you know what I'm saying, a wolf, I would need a fucking dire wolf. Like I need something super big that I can actually ride.
Of course, sir.
But yeah, but you said shit that's here right now. The presence of a tail determines ape from monkey and primate.
Okay, I figure that. Okay.
The black chocobos can fly.
My bad. Okay.
Yeah, bro. I want a goddamn chocobo. And I'm gonna let y'all know. I'm trying to figure out a way to do that right now.
Don't look that shit up in do not look in the zoo, sir. Don't do the black thing and be like, where can I find a chocobo at the zoo? Don't do that. Don't be that guy.
No, I'm saying in the story, my story that I'm writing, I'm trying to figure out a mount like creature. Okay. But you know, anybody know Final Fantasy? I'm inspired by chocobos, so I got to figure that out. But I want to ride a big ass like bird like creature. It might have to be some little feathered raptor type thing. Yeah, post-apocalyptic, a good dog. And that's why I was pissed at Mad Max, because that dog was there for like a short while, didn't really do too much, and then he was gone, never to be heard from again.
Bro, this shit was scaring me right there. If a gorilla be like, me, poop, I'm like, all right, you just notify me, you gonna poop. It's your world, Mr. McGilly Gorilla. You go poop, you come back here when you want to.
Yeah,
you know
bro, that shit's smart, but all right, so we just having fun. Now I don't know how the fuck we got here. Oh yeah, I was talking about communing with nature and having the fucking primal skills that will help when the government try to take control. And hey, like I said, we got to be hiding in the trees. We got to be hiding in the jungle. We got to lay them traps. Your tanks can't get through here, sir, or all that type of shit. Scavenge food, inspired canned food. Yeah, man, a dog. A dog
would do that.
A dog is man's best friend.
True. That's fair.
There you go. All right, Ego, we got to get out of here, man. I got another training client at 2 o'clock. They're actually working on a new breed of dog that will be as big as a dire wolf. It's called the American Alsatian. Let me look that up, man.
Now. I'm looking that over right now as we speak, y'all. We need to get one of those. I'll bring it up when I got it. Hold on. I got it.
I'm looking it up on my side.
Okay, cool. Bam. Beach to it. Pow. American Alsatian. That's kind of what we're looking at here.
So I'm going to say right now, there's no way that these dogs in our lifetime will be as big. And what am I trying to say? What's the word for fertile? They won't be able to actually produce kids because these dogs.
It's a hybrid, hybrid.
They still look like the half of the size of a wolf. So to actually get to a dire wolf size,
it's not gonna be. So it's like I see what you mean. Like if you make a hybrid, part of the problem of making a hybrid is the fact that hybrids might be infertile. So you're going to have to make a lot of them, and then you're going to have to keep making them just to keep them in the population and hope that one of them is able to breed with a domesticated dog, or that they can at least crossbreed.
And even if they do, if that domestic dog is not one of those, it's going to start to get smaller and smaller. So those things won't be viable.
Yeah, true.
To like stay that size. But you got a lot of big ass dogs like Tibetan Mastiffs, fucking Anatolians are pretty big. They some cool ass dogs. What up, Pops? Yeah,
Hey, thank
Pops.
you, Pops, for jumping in. Thank you.
Pops is another person on the homesteading farm type stuff. So I'm glad these people are here.
Thank you, guys.
To spread that knowledge and to help us to be prepared when shit hits the fan. But I want a pug the size of a Conda Corso. Pugs are fucking disgusting looking.
I'm not gonna lie, they are kind of ugly. And plus, like, if you got
Busy
a pug,
farm day. See, that's the
hey,
thing I want to say.
yeah,
I want to say,
one
man, I
day,
just put it in the farm.
Pops, one day we had to see updates from more of the farm life, or you could do a live from the farm, reporting live from the farm. We would love to see that. We're trying to get on that self sustainability kick. Shiro and I love people way too much at this point in time to be living on our own land with acreage. However, we would like to know, hey, what are the secrets to managing a chicken coop, or to managing goats or pigs, or even cows or calves if you have them? That'd be awesome.
Yeah, they count though, Jug Voice, and that's
Oh,
beautiful, man.
definitely,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
You're living off the land, man. That's awesome.
Dempsey said a Doberman would be ideal for me as a post-apocalyptic animal companion. They are smaller than some breeds, so they need less food than a Saint Bernard example. They are highly trainable. They are American Dobermans are smaller than the European Dobermans. Them motherfuckers are beautiful.
Whew.
Dragons, bro, dragons. Dragons were real. And maybe once civilization falls, then the dragons will start to emerge.
I mean, technically, a chicken is related to a dragon, so
No, the fuck it's not. Get out of here.
don't, bro. Are you serious? Don't be that guy, man. Come on, man.
John
You know
says, good
that
farm channel, Gold Shaw Farm. It's amazing that once we stop talking about the fucking mainstream, like we got more people to come in. I don't know if it's because of how long we're going or the subject change, but I do want to figure out a way to talk more about this type of stuff as opposed to shitting on they not black, John. I can't do it. I'm just playing.
I'm subscribing to him now. Don't let that man do you like that. I want the Gold Shaw
Pugs.
Farm. Just subscribe to him.
Pugs, yeah, me too. I got them loaded up. There was a guy that owned 2 wolves when I was a kid, and they are huge in person. Yeah, man, you can work with them, and that's why I work with dogs, but wolves already have that like social pack thing, that hierarchy like in them, and chimps have it too. But more times than not, chimps are brutal and they resort to like violence is how they get shit done. Whereas dogs, it doesn't always have to result in violence. They respect the alpha male, the alpha female. There's a family. Shit can get shaken up. There's more structure over there as opposed to chimps, where it's just like, hey, if you big and bad, whoop his ass. I was just watching there's this dude called Casual Geographic, and he's entertaining as shit. And he was talking about this story. I don't know how true it is, but as far as his animal facts, they be on point. They be on point, Gordon, since you want to point out my my fucking the way I talk. But yeah, they had a leader who was basically a bully, and he just asserted his dominance everywhere. And all the apes just said, look, we tied your ass, and they jumped him and they fucked him up, and he paid for it. So it's like more of that, I'm not gonna say human thinking, but less primal and more, when I say structure, when it comes to apes, meaning they can think and like kind of get their way or like plan, as opposed to like wolves or dogs who have the capability, but it's not as advanced as apes. And that shit you can have some weird consequences to that. There are still dragons, my king. Yes, there are. I just raised my sword to you, sir. There are still dragons out there. Pop culture, fuck that. Farming culture, yes, sir. If you want to see something terrifying, look up the terror birds. Y'all are fucking.
I just looked it up. Thank you for the nightmare fuel. God damn. Thanks a lot, Matt. Shit, that is scary as hell.
These animals,
that motherfucker's extinct. I do not
these
want that to come
animals
back.
are out there somewhere. They are extinct North American giant predatory birds. watching chicks and interaction is both hilarious and fascinating. Yeah, man, you can learn a lot from animals.
If you do you have it? Please let us know if you have a chicknick table. I heard that's a thing now.
My pronouns are they, be. I like that.
They be.
Look, y'all, I got a train to climb there too. Luckily, they don't stay too far away, but I got to get the fuck out of here.
All right, I know. Wait, well, now we can actually, while he's running through that, guys, we want to end it on an actual good night of things that we actually have enjoyed this week. As far as the entertainment as concerned with cartoons, it's actually not out
Correct,
yet.
Joker.
However, actually, one thing that I'm looking forward to that actually has Matthew McConaughey providing his voice for this is right here. It is bam. Agent Elvis. It's going on Netflix. It's basically about like a chimpanzee with Elvis, and there's a super spy team, and Matthew McConaughey is actually voicing Agent Elvis. So I'm actually looking forward to this. It looks pretty cool. It's supposed to be very violent. Be like kind of a spy thriller. So we got Johnny Knoxville signed up, Niecy Nash is in it, Tom Kenny, as well as Don Cheadle. So for me, it acts like it's going to probably be a kind of an Avengers version of sorts, but it looks like it's going to be very fun, violent, and it's kind of what I was looking for, the next evolution of if you've got animals that you could train to be spatial agents and put it animated, why not? It looks very fun and entertaining, and it drops in less than 2 weeks. If you're looking for a good comic that's come out rather recently, I actually am in full support of Radiant Black. This book actually came out, I think, in 2020, and for something that was written in 2020, with the references they have, it's actually very good. It's kind of a mix between what?
I told this man I gotta go, and he just became the fucking top tier reviewer all of a sudden.
You said at
what
2
a fucking
o'clock.
list of shit.
You said 2 o'clock, so I'm getting it in while I can before 2 o'clock. That's 23 minutes, sir. All right. All I'm saying is, if you haven't read Radiant Black, you want to get
travel time. You good,
whatever.
bro? You good? I'm looking up her address right now.
If you want to get in on something that's indie, Radiant Black is good for something that's written within the last 3 years. It's about something that actually finds you when you're at a crossroads, and if you want to be a hero, what that would actually take from you. That is all that I'm saying. But guys, if you want something that's actually interesting that's coming out, which got Elvis that's coming out March 17th on Netflix, or Radiant Black that's available on Amazon. It's by Higgins, Costa, Carey, and Chen. So check that out. I know that Radiant Black is about 3 volumes, and I already finished volume 2. Volume 3 is being in the cart as we speak.
And I'm still reading Der Werewolf, The Annals of Veit, about a werewolf general in a demon army.
About it.
So yeah, if you want to know more about my werewolves, I am taking some inspiration from that, but I gotta put my own twist. Ego, we gotta get back to writing our fucking book, bro. We slacking.
Bro, let me know when you got time. Now that you out here doing your own thing, you hit me up and let me know when you free. I'm trying to fit myself in your schedule because you doing it now.
All right, I'm looking this up right now. She's not too far, but all right, y'all. I'm going to throw that intro outro up. It was fun. Appreciate y'all. Like I said, we trying to adapt to like schedule changes and obligations and all that extra shit. Me fucking clients, all this type of stuff. But hey, we can't have no show if we ain't making no money. So
word.
Oh yeah, I forgot to drop the cash out. I monetize myself. I keep saying that. There you go. There's a cash out. You want to send me money? Yeah. There you go. That's where you do it. You don't have to though. You don't have to.
He'll send you feet pics if you do though. Anything over $20, it's no automatic feet pics. So,
I'm not opposed to it, but if we in person, you ain't even got to pay. I just go ahead and kick them off my damn self. Just let me know where we running. So agreed. It's only 15 minutes away. Yeah, it was fun. People, I'm going to get us out of here and play that outro. Thank y'all. I'll bring the comments up as we out. I'm gonna knock these stickers off. his, like, stays around, stays in our vote. You know?
Well, this is outrageous. It's crazy.
Pussy, 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 pussy.
And no sudden moves.
Like, is this too fast? Yeah, oh man, see?
That's a little quick.
You see what he did?
Yeah, you got to be a little more deliberate in your movement.
I'm just gonna get in there. I'm just gonna grab the handle. I'm just gonna get in there and drive that car. But I'm gonna do it calm.
Calm. Piece of cake.
I was just trying to stay calm. Oh! Oh, man!
Sometime today, son.
Okay, here we go. I'm getting in.